I thought you were waiting for sorry.
कर दे भाई. Live करून टाक.
Yeah, I think we're live.
We are okay, guys. Today's cold open is that we are going to watch the match,
Yeah.
and y'all watch us watch the match.
तुम लोग अपना screen mute करो and we will.
It's like a reaction video where you don't see what we are watching. You just watch.
Take a wild guess. Take a wild guess, Baba.
like
What do you think? What do you think people
commentary
will
on the
think we are
radio.
watching?
I'm watching the World Snooker Championship. What are you guys watching?
Yeah, I'm watching Glenn Maxwell swat flies. Literally. वो क्या oh bro, क्या आदमी? He reverse sweep.
Six.
What do you? This is like straight up disdain. उसने पता क्या किया? अभी ऐसा खड़ा था, उसने बैट ये किया और ऐसे मार दिया पीछे फास्ट बॉलर को, थर्ड मैन के ऊपर सिक्स मारा. आई कांट लाइक मेरे को दिखाने का.
Bro, and the thing is that he has gotten into position while the guy was taking his run up. I feel.
Bro, what is going on यार? एक तो firstly I really wanted Afghanistan. I want them to win. मतलब उन लोग they have played the best World Cup so far, coming from what they are from behind and beating 3 prior World Cup champions is insane.
But
आज भी
Thakur,
हो जाता तो मजा था.
this game is no longer Afghanistan versus Australia. It's now Australia versus Glenn Maxwell's body.
Yeah.
Which will get out first.
Oh my God, ये
Dude,
क्या gap ढूंढ रहा है? Maxwell has become full Michael Bevan of the 90s.
Bro, this is Michael Bevan on acid. ये क्या चल रहा है? वो झापड़ मार रहा है बॉल को, bro. It almost looks like he doesn't give a fuck right now while batting, but each of those balls are going for 4s and 6s.
I don't think he gives a fuck because the pain is so intense. He's like, bro, fuck it.
Yeah.
जल्दी खत्म करता हूँ ताकि फिजियो के पास जा सकूं.
Yeah. Sorry for all those of you tuning in. We are waiting for few more people. Till then, we are watching the match.
और ये few more people तो
only 1,000 likes. Only 1,000 likes and then we will stop watching the match.
No, और ये few more people तो बहाना है.
हाँ.
Listen,
We'll just wait for 500,000 people to be live concurrently with us and then we'll start. Because 2.5 crore लोग फिलहाल मैक्सवेल को झापड़ मारते हुए देख रहे हैं बॉल को.
By the way, did you see this thing? They cut to the crowd. Who are these people who just cheer for 4s and 6s? Regardless of who
can I tell
everybody?
Can I tell you who is that? No, guys. That person is Kautuk Srivastav.
But Bawa, I do that
because
within
I have been with
I do it for Indian cricket. I don't do it for Australia के लिए ये कर रहा है वो.
एक मिनट, ये अफगानिस्तान इज इंडिया बी टीम, अपना बी टीम ही है.
हाँ, हम लोग ही तो सिखाया है उन लोग को. वरुण, यू आर बेटिंग मी, आई विल टेक द बेट. चल, हम लोग ही तो सिखाया है.
देख बाबा, तू ऐसे कलेक्टिवली हम लोग ने सिखाया मत बोल. मेरे को तू बैटिंग का बता, तू क्या स्टांस बता तेरा. दिखा एक बैटिंग स्टांस.
अभी मैं बॉक्सर्स पहना है, मैं कसम से अगर मैंने अभी उठाया
मैंने भी बॉक्सर पहना, मैं भी दिखाऊंगा. चल, बॉक्सर नहीं, स्टांस. बैटिंग स्टांस. तेरा बॉक्सर नहीं देखना है, खड्डा है ना उसमें, सच्ची बोल.
हाँ,
एक सेकंड,
ये वाले में तो खड्डा होता ही है ना.
कंफर्म.
It's called छेद, guys, please.
ये वाले में नहीं है, ये वाले में नहीं है.
नहीं, what बाबा is a खड्डा.
खड्डा implies depth. अबे छेद is, हाँ, but छेद is खड्डा implies depth.
उधर 69 माइनस अटक गए बाबा के बॉक्सर में.
अच्छा भाई, but other question is, should we take the intro?
We'll take the intro, but we'll just wait for a few thousand more people to join.
Yeah, just a couple more 1,000, 5,000.
Guys, this is getting ridiculous. At some point, we should do this podcast.
सब लोग पूछ रहे हैं, is today's topic reacting to the match? What the fuck? This is one of the greatest innings. Yes. तब तक मैं comments भी पढ़ लेता हूँ.
Super chats पढ़ रहा है. Super chats.
एक super chat.
Which reminds me, there was a super chat from last time from Bhavya Bhasin, which we had to finish reading. So I'm sorry, Bhavya, we did not read it in September. So we are reading it
in November.
Now, Bhavya had said, went to Mumbai to relive NMIMS days as TIS and TIS relatability. Kautya, she bought Pani Puri Jawar balls.
Come on. Oh yeah, no, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yes.
Also, guys, speaking of super chats, थोड़ा आज हम लोग एक कैप रखेंगे टाइम के, तो प्लीज उसके बाद मत भेजना, उतने टाइम के बाद हम नहीं पढ़ पाएंगे। तो पहले भेज रहे हो भेज दो, पढ़ पाएंगे तो डेफिनेटली पढ़ेंगे, अदरवाइज मत भेजो, ठीक है? जस्ट टू लेट यू नो, लेकिन प्लीज भेजो। चलो चालू करें एपिसोड की। मैक्सवेल क्या कर रहे हैं? 170, 176।
अरे 5 मिनट में फिनिश कर देगा मैच, डोंट वरी।
Bro, has he beaten Kapil Dev's record or what?
Yeah, Kapil Dev was 175, but
Huh.
other people have scored more in a World Cup. But this is that Kapil Dev type of innings where you think that
That
the
is what
team
I'm
is,
saying. Yeah.
yeah.
7 down.
Except there's footage of this innings that I will watch twice after we are done with the
But
podcast.
also, I don't understand at 7 down, how is somebody scoring 200 run? Yeah? Like, what? How is the team scoring 200 run at 7 down?
Bro, and by the way, it's only him scoring. That Cummings has scored 11 of 66 balls.
Bro, those are the most important
Yeah,
11 runs / 60 balls he
6
has
balls
ever
that he
had
has
to.
faced.
I
Yes,
agree.
yes.
I agree. Strategically, it's beautiful, but it's so funny
But
to
Kautuk would have booed him. But
Yeah, yeah.
Kautuk would have booed him.
क्यों कौतुक को खड़े
I
नहीं
killed him
रहने
off the
देता?
pitch.
Bro, Kautuk, we have watched, just for context, we watched Wankhede में India Sri Lanka. Okay.
तू कौतुक के साथ गया था देखने?
So,
Oh,
so Kautuk is now a cricket convert, but he is like, पहले तो उसको सिर्फ हाइलाइट्स देखने हैं, उसको ये ऐसा 20th to 40th ओवर नहीं देखने का।
उसको स्टेडियम में जाके हाइलाइट्स देखने गए।
करेक्ट, ही इज
Yeah.
सेइंग प्ले द मैच द डे बिफोर, और जो भी अमेजिंग चीज हो रहा है वो वापस रिप्ले
वापस
करो,
कर।
ऑडियंस आता है।
वापस,
हाँ,
वापस।
तो
वापस
उतना ही
वैसे
देखने का
एग्जैक्टली
मन।
कर।
हाँ, एंड सो ही सेइंग, सो हम लोग कैसा तो करके, सो 356 or 57 or whatever we made is a good score, and obviously we played very well even as a, but he's like, वो मजा नहीं आया मेरे को, मजा, क्योंकि उसको हर बॉल पे 6-4 चाहिए।
Kautuk,
फिर
let
हम
me
लोग-
tell you, you are the biggest fan of a sport where your max score is like 10,
No,
11, ठीक है? इधर
बाबा-
357 मारा है।
Baba is mostly right about my.
And then when we have bowled, he is, वो बोला कि कभी निकलने का है, जब श्रीलंका का कितना विकेट पे निकलने हैं, तो मैं बोला 3 for 3 in 3 overs हुआ तो निकलेगा, और लिटरली वो हुआ है 3 for 3 in 3 overs। तो कौतुक बोल रहा है, वो फक, दिस इज अमेजिंग। फिर कौतुक इज गेटिंग इरिटेटेड बिकॉज वो 1 run दे रहा है, 2 run दे रहा है, बोल रहा है दिस गाय शुड प्लीज चेंज मोहम्मद शमी, व्हाई इज ही गिवन 1 run, दिस इज नॉट ओके। I only
Because
want to see
everyone
maidens
else was
or
giving
or
wicket.
only wickets. I want maiden or wicket.
Wait,
Otherwise,
Kautuk has been disappointed by Mohammad Shami, the highlight player for us in the last 3 games, who has bowled possibly the
he's
best.
not been disappointed
best
by
fucking
greatness.
bowler.
He has been disappointed by anybody who is giving away if you are bowling so well, then only give me maidens and wickets. I don't want to watch again, usko bowling mein bhi highlights ही देखने हैं, उसको और कुछ नहीं।
नहीं, because my point, I was just being in the sense कि everyone, like the way it was going was, it was wicket, maiden, wicket, maiden, wicket, maiden, and then 1 run went. And I was like, I got so disappointed कि वो लोग
अरे
1 run भी
अच्छा,
दिया
तेरे
है।
को चाहिए था 10 के 10 आउट हो जाए for
Yeah.
0. That was your.
I was like, it was going so
India,
well.
India makes 356 and Sri Lanka 0 all out.
Yeah.
That
Ideally,
is your dream scenario. Okay.
ideally.
मत कौतुक, मतलब तूने 90s में देखा ही नहीं ना क्रिकेट?
नहीं
नहीं देखा ही नहीं।
मैं वही
That's
बोल
the
रहा था।
only- In fact, that's
नहीं,
the only
इतना
time I did
खुश-
see.
ये
Bro, I
द्रविड के
was-
साथ लड़ाई कर लेता कौतुक।
No, I remember being frustrated by Dravid, and which is what, like,
What?
Of course.
Why? Why frustrated
Because
by
वो धीरे
Dravid?
खेल, he
अरे,
used to play calmly.
अच्छा,
ना.
oh, अच्छा,
There was no
okay.
fireworks.
fucking like chasing one like 265, which is one steep target in 1999, and Rahul Dravid has come out with his fucking cap on instead of a helmet, and he's just doing tukuk tukuk tukuk. Like, चलना खेलना खेल या तो out हो, please
Wow.
Okay, what I
bring
what I
Ajay
noticed
Jadeja
about-
right now.
Bro,
What
the
I
best
noticed
part
about
is
the
Kautuk has
Ahmedabad-
also cheered when Wankhede has gone 1-2, Kohli ko bowling do.
Oh,
At
loved
that
it.
point, Varun has also gone. Kautuk has also gone into it. So yeah.
Ah,
No, I've never been. I genuinely was more excited by the Indian bowling attack than I was by the entire batting, and the batting was really good. Like the batting
But,
was some 357 or whatever, and still.
So Kohli ka, I read a random stat about his bowling where when Kohli started, the first time Kohli went to bowl, he took a wicket on a wide ball. So his
Correct,
stats
correct.
were 0 for
Zero.
1. 0
No,
balls,
it was
1
0
wicket.
balls, 0 balls, 0 runs,
1 wicket.
नहीं,
0 balls, 1 run, 1 wicket.
हाँ,
गुड। बट गाइस, जस्ट टू लेट एवरीबॉडी नो, हम लोग क्रिकेट पे पॉडकास्ट नहीं कर रहे, अभी ऐसे बात करना
हाँ।
शुरू किया और थोड़े पब्लिक के लिए रुके थे, इसलिए ये कर रहे। बट आई थिंक वी शुड स्टार्ट थोड़ा पहले
Yeah.
लाइक तो मारो यार तुम लोग, क्या यार गाइस, कितने बार बोलने का, लाइक मारो, वो बेल आइकॉन को दबाओ ताकि तुमको इंटीमेशन आए कि हम लोग लाइव आ गए ले। थोड़ा लाइक करो 500-600 लाइक मारो मस्त। एंड वी कैन स्टार्ट। यू बॉयज रेडी?
Yeah.
चालू करें?
Yeah.
All right, in 3, 2, 1, go. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Internet Set. So, a show where we take random incident videos, facts, and develop the stories. And today, episode 194 is a very special live stream. और टॉपिक हम बना लेंगे जैसे बात कर रहे हैं क्योंकि
हम
सब
लोग
पब्लिक
No, no,
already
टॉपिक क्या है, टॉपिक क्या है?
we've got three topics. Let's see if we can cover all three or maybe two. But we've got
और मे बी नन, you never know.
Yeah. Just
depending on-
accepting Kohli stats.
on a live stream you never really know what is happening.
Yeah. Sure. By the way, so let's start with this thing that I've got, which is a topic called spite houses. Okay.
क्या हुआ
Because-
कौतुक तेरे साथ?
I'll tell you. So I found a Wikipedia page which is just beautiful. Okay. So these are basically houses that were built out of spite. Like people say that revenge is a dish best
Best
served
of cold.
but
Yes.
sometimes it's a building built annoyingly.
So these spite houses are basically, you're
Yes.
actually saying that people have built buildings to annoy the fuck out of people.
Yes. Yes. So Baba, you
I
will
think only rich people can do this. Like they can just
Yeah.
make another house.
it's rich people, and as you will see, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger as we go along. So but Baba, you will fully understand this. Okay, like basically, you know what these spite houses are? It's when you leave a conflict unaddressed for so long that it becomes the address.
Hmm.
Spite house. Okay, so let's start with this first one, which is called it's the Plum Island Pink House. Okay, this is in Massachusetts. And to tell you what this house is, okay, so just imagine this, just think of this image. Okay, this is marshy land. Okay, there's nothing all around it, complete marshland. It's barren, empty, and in this marshland, in the middle of this place, there is this giant house. Okay, it's this 2-story gothic looking house. Okay, it's exactly what you would imagine as the setting to any kind of beautiful haunted house horror movie. Okay, this is this house, and it's the Plum Island Pink House. Now, although you think it's a haunted house, when you hear its story, you will realize that it's actually not a haunted house. It's just a spite house. Okay, so the story behind this house was that there was a couple who had a very acrimonious divorce. Now, when they had this divorce, the wife, okay, and her lawyers, they demanded that her husband make her an exact replica of the house that she was living in. But the husband and his lawyers found a loophole. They were like, she needs a house, but she's not specified where.
Ah,
Oh no.
जेबा साइड जाएंगे.
Googly. Okay. तो भाई ने बनाया exact same house. Like plank for plank, window for window, door for door, doorknob to doorknob, same house, but in the middle of fucking nowhere. Okay, now there road hai, na electricity hai, na water hai, na gas hai, na kuch hai. Okay, so it's like going to the Thar desert and saying, रे ले इधर.
लेकिन अभी तो दरवाजा खोलेगा तो 12 मैथ एडिक्ट उधर मैथ कर रहे बैठ के अंदर 100%, क्योंकि कोई गया ही नहीं होगा उधर इतने टाइम से.
So that was the first one. Okay, the this was the Plum Island Pink House. Right. Next up, we have the Tyler Spite House. Okay, this is again in the United States, in Maryland. Now, so this was basically, there was a ophthalmologist. Okay, and he had this parcel of land. Now, all of these stories, you'll see one thing in common. Okay, and it is the fact that anyone who did this was just unbelievably petty. Okay, to the point where good sense, they were just like, bhai, I will make this even if it's a cost to myself, even if it makes my life miserable, it's worth it just because मैं वो आदमी हूँ जिसे कीड़ा पसंद है. So basically, ophthalmologist is there. Okay, he finds out that the government wanted to build a road through his land.
Okay.
So he thinks, fuck yaar. He asks first, can you stop building this road through my land? Government is like, sorry bro, we want to build road.
So this is the opening of Hitchhiker's Guide.
Correct. Correct. But instead of aliens coming and towel waving, this guy, okay, found out a loophole. Loophole was that they can't build a road if there is a house on that land. Okay, so overnight, this ophthalmologist has started building a foundation. So the next morning, when the road crew came to build the road, they found this giant pit there. And they were like, भाई क्या कर रहा है? He's like, घर बना रहा हूँ. They're like, पर हम लोग को रोड बनाने का. नहीं अभी बन गया घर. Sorry. अभी बाद में आना. So they had to reroute this whole road because this petty guy built his house there.
But even though the house wasn't completely ready, इससे वैसे थोड़ा बना ले और
बोल दिया.
allowed.
Yes. He's like, I put foundation. मैंने खोद दिया है overnight, in the middle of the night, dead of the night, in the darkness, he has fucking dug one hole and he's like, बन गया मेरा घर. बना रहा हूँ घर. Now this house eventually it got converted into a hotel. Okay, it's a bed and breakfast now. You can, and it's famously known as the Tyler Spite House. You can go and stay there, and it's also allegedly haunted.
Of course.
Because if you had a man this petty, you think he's going to leave that house. All right. Next, we have a place in Boston called the Skinny House. Okay. The Skinny House is basically where the story behind this house was that there was a father who had two sons, and he gave them, when he died, he gave them a piece of land. Now, what happened is that one son went to fight in the American Civil War. Okay.
Oh fuck! These are old things.
This is a house from the 1874. Okay. So he has gone to fight. One brother has gone to fight in the Civil War. Okay. तो भाई गया है, जंग में लड़के आया है, जंग लड़के वापस आया है. I think Thakur has also gone to fight the Civil War.
Yeah.
Or get his charger, one of them.
No,
So-
he's gone jumping because Maxwell is double ton and won the game.
Won the game. हो गया
And
बीच में.
200.
Of course.
And 200.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
200
This is-
and this thing.
This is snatching, what did they say? Snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Victory, correct.
Oh, Michael Bevend.
मैं नहीं खाऊंगा defeat. मैं क्यों खाऊं defeat? वही है.
What is
Oh.
this reference, Ba?
This is अंदाज अपना.
Oh.
मैं नहीं खाने वाला defeat.
Okay, Thakur's laptop has crashed.
Yes, I
Of
just saw the
course.
message.
Of
It's
course.
just,
Yes,
I think
yes.
Maxwell वो 3D में देख रहा था, Maxwell ने मारा और उसके लैपटॉप के थ्रू निकला बॉल.
Oh, wait, like it's happened simultaneously.
Yeah.
I think it's convenient.
I think
Yeah.
Thakur पैसा हारा है.
हाँ.
Bro, मैं अभी ये करना पड़ा के लिए स्क्रीन पे हो रहा था. मैं माँ कसम खाता हूँ, हम लोग बात कर रहे हो, लैपटॉप धूप करके बंद हो गया. सॉरी.
Hilarious. हाँ.
तो एक मिनट, क्या तुम लोग किस पे बेट लगा रहे थे कि मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ?
कि तूने बेट लगाया.
तू ग्लेन मैक्सवेल के साथ नाच रहा है क्या?
क्यों जीत गई?
डबल 100
हाँ.
एंड जीत गई.
क्या बात कर रहा है?
तू पैसा जीता है कि पैसा हारा है?
नहीं यार,
ठाकुर
मैं
सच
पैसा
बता.
लगा. माँ कसम, तू कोली कसम. क्या बात कर रहा है ब्रो?
मस्त.
दैट्स इनसेन. सॉरी,
Hmm.
तेरा स्टोरी के बीच में गया क्या?
हाँ. So anyway, so we had stopped at the right point in any case.
Hmm.
So basically this White House, what happened was that there was a father, he had two sons, gave them a plot of land, right? And one son went to fight in the American Civil War. Okay. Now just put yourself in the shoes of this man. Okay. It's 1870, whatever. He's gone to fight in the American Civil War. Okay. Literally ऐसा बंदूक लेके, he's in one fucking dingy, dirty conditions. He's fighting his own countrymen. Okay. War gets over. Finally, he comes back. Okay. He comes back having fought a civil war to find that his own brother has built a house on the plot of land that was reserved for him.
हाँ.
So he's like, bro, this civil war is not ending in my life only. Right? So भाई ने बना दिया. Now he got so frustrated, so angry. He's like, fuck you guys. I fought a war. I've come back और तूने मेरे plot पे घर बनाया. अब मैं नहीं छोड़ूंगा तेरे को. So there was a small sliver of land left. Okay, where his brother hadn't built a house.
तो
तो
उसने
भाई ने
उतने में
अपना
घर बनाया.
बना दिया.
वर्टिकल स्ट्रक्चर.
Vertical structure. Okay.
मैं क्या उसमें खड़ा रहेगा क्या सिर्फ ऐसा? कितना जगह था उसमें?
So I'll tell you, it's pretty cool. So this house, it's very, 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 very slim. Okay, so I think 4 meters or something like that. So now there's a couple that, or at least recently, there was a couple that had bought it and they were living in it. And their whole thing was keep now, just like the way this house works is regular houses are horizontal, right? Now just imagine everything but vertical. So हमारा kitchen third mala पे,
Which is what
हमारा-
Saudi Arabia is doing. The line.
the line.
But वो vertical नहीं है ना, वो horizontal
वो-
सीधा ऐसा लंबा है.
Horizontal. नहीं, but your houses are all vertical.
But it's not going to be like what this is, where
Yeah,
basically-
obviously.
सऊदी अरेबिया में स्पाइडर हाउस नहीं बना रहे. Neon City, Spite City.
Saudi
Spite
Arabia,
city.
Saudi Arabia is a spite country, and the spite is basically against nature. They're like,
Yeah.
what do you think you are, huh?
हाँ.
क्या यहाँ पे स्नो नहीं हो सकता? अभी तू देख,
अभी देख
अभी तू देख.
क्या नहीं क्या बोला मॉल में शार्क नहीं आ सकती, मॉल में शार्क नहीं आ सकती, ऐसा बोल रहा है. ठीक है, रुक एक मिनट. देखिए
Honestly,
और
हम लोग के मॉल में, हम लोग के मॉल में लेपर्ड आता है, हम लोग के थाने के मॉल में लेपर्ड आता है. So we are not.
लेपर्ड तो बैंगलोर में भी आ गया था ब्रो, हर जगह चलते जा रहा है और सबके पास सब फुटेज मिल रही है उधर से.
Bro, it was
और एक
too
leopard
funny.
चल के आ रहा है.
It was too funny when that leopard arrived in Bangalore.
Oh God.
People were like, someone please tell him ki Narayan Murthy expects him to work 70 hours a week.
Just a leopard entering the mall and the security guy going, हाथ ऊपर करो. Yes, sir. देख रहा उसका बॉन्ड के साथ. अरे तो फीमेल लेपर्ड है, फीमेल लेपर्ड है, उसको अंदर वो पर्दे के पीछे भेज.
So basically na, in this Boston's spite house, they've basically so their thing is ki one floor is reserved for their wardrobe. Okay, so their cupboard is one floor because that's how tiny it is. So they're like, oh yeah, people love hanging out in our house and all that, but the only problem is that guests have to sleep in the cupboard along with all our kapda. So there's literally, it's vertically stacked like that.
Tokyo.
But
I like how they're saying guests love to spend time in our house, but they're standing on top of each other. मतलब उधर दही अंडी चालू, सब लोग ऐसे उखड़े. कैसा? हाँ देखो, मजा आ रहा है क्या? हाँ. तुम ना ऊपर से कुछ फेंकना नीचे खाने के लिए किचन से, तो किचन से फेंक रहा है पब्लिक. हाँ कर रहे, खा रहे, उधर से आ रहा है. मजा आ रहा है. चल इसके घर पे जाते हैं.
Is it the same? It's
ये करना चाहता हूँ Saturday.
It's still operational, this house.
Yes.
And it's the same family that lives. Like
No, it's someone else now. It's someone else.
So they bought the
basically,
side house, or they've only bought this
they
vertical.
bought that one. The fucking.
That's it.
Yeah,
They've only
just
bought that.
Just that. So it's imagine this. Okay, it's like
I
living
want
in
to
a
see a
double
picture
decker.
of this right now.
Okay, so it's like living in a double decker. So if you were living in a double decker, it's like that. So they're like, when we host a party and someone has to go to the loo, so everyone has to adjust so that they can climb the stairs and go up. And
Is it called skinny house?
It's called skinny
And
house.
dude, and have they kept the toilet on the top floor? Because that's a bad fucking idea. गिर रहा है कुछ, पता नहीं. रमेश ऊपर गया था. Oh no.
So, Bao, you found it? You want to share an image?
It's called skinny house, right?
Yes, it's called skinny house.
Wow, bro. Wow.
बाबा तू क्या उसको ऐसे अकेले वाव देख के आंख बंद करके हाथ नीचे रख के ऐसे कर रहा है.
मैं जब अंधेरी ईस्ट में था ना, हम लोग
एक सेकंड पहले घर दिखा दो. ये देखो guys.
Yeah, it's quite this tiny ass.
Dude, it's much-
from up.
It's much bigger than I thought it would be. I thought it would be
Yeah.
like half of this.
Yeah. So it's
This is
basically
So it's only 10 feet horizontally.
yeah.
My God. So it's like अब हम लोग अपना हाथ ऐसे लेटेंगे आगे फैला के.
Yeah.
उससे थोड़ा ज्यादा.
Yeah, if you can, I mean, you can sleep. Actually, you could sleep even side.
He
by
said
side.
it-
नहीं, इधर से
10
सब लोग खड़े रह के सोते इधर घोड़े जैसे.
It's 10 feet.
अच्छे से सोया. पता नहीं मेरा पैर बहुत दर्द कर रहा है, लेकिन अरे no problem, you'll get used to it.
ये ले.
Cool. Please invite me for
तो
sleepovers.
उन लोग का अलार्म क्या है?
चना का.
ऐसा?
कर बाबा कर.
नहीं, आवाज नहीं आ रहा है. मेरे को तो नहीं
mic
आ
is
रहा है.
cutting your audio. The mic is like
yeah.
the world doesn't need to hear this.
Oh, understood. Wait, I will have to.
तूने फिल्टर डाला है, no animal.
No, मैंने फिल्टर डाला है.
नहीं, no
voice
animal filter
only.
डालता तो बाबा
Wait,
का आता ही नहीं आवाज. No
One-
cancellation डाला ना.
This better be good now.
So can you hear that?
No,
Can you?
can't.
No. Okay, then you
It's
can't.
gone.
hear.
Fuck it. But actually, I should ask you this at this point. like, have you like, what is the smallest house you guys have lived in?
The
Greenfields.
smallest hotel
Yeah.
room I have lived in.
Smallest hotel was also good. This thing.
Bro,
in
smallest.
Paris.
हाँ, बोल तू बोल
In
पहले.
Paris. तो हम लोग रह रहे थे, and this is not even Paris, like central
Smallest
city.
hotel
We were
room?
like, इतना गरीब होटल बुक
Agreed.
किया था इन लोग ने.
Paris.
And it was like, तू अगर बाथरूम में घुस रहा है तो तू दरवाजा बंद नहीं कर सकता unless you are standing next to the pot. And if you are on the pot, then you can't lean too forward because your head will touch the wash basin.
This is a problem with Paris's houses because I had taken an Airbnb in Paris and similar situation where if you wanted to use the loo, you had to fold the couch back into a couch position.
Or you can
could
just
not-
pee on the couch.
One
Or you could.
advantage was क्योंकि पेरिस में bum spray नहीं है. The thing was the shower.
How
was
is that
right
an
there.
advantage? How is that
अरे
an
but
advantage?
the shower was right there. तो मैं shower head लेके bum spray बनाया.
Oh no! But Aadar
That's an image we wanted at 10:30 at night.
taking off
Other
from-
taking a shower and just and
Wait,
then
one
getting
second.
turned on weirdly.
1 second.
Why am I getting turned on? मैं literally-
Taking off from what Aadar said. Okay, recently. Okay, I recently did a show in Ludhiana. The hotel I was staying in at Ludhiana. Okay, for whatever reason, it was a large room. Large room. But for some odd reason, this architect had decided I'm going to make the bathing area separate from the shitting area. Okay. And
As it should be. As in?
As in, like, I'll tell you what I mean. So, and the bathing area was 3/4 the size, and the cupboard was 1/3. Okay. And it was like a 2 feet by 2 feet box. Okay. Now, this hotel, okay, it's a very tiny box. Like, if you sit on the commode, you are abutting the wall. Okay. Literally, like, there's no space. But this fucking hotel had decided that they'll do that classic thing to make a small room look bigger. What do?
Mirror.
Mirrors.
You add a mirror.
Always. वो तो हर
So
जगह
just
किधर भी डाल दे
Staring
mirror.
at yourself.
So they've put a mirror right in front of the pot.
So it's
But
just
that's a great idea. That's the only way
Bro,
you will
I am
not feel
sorry.
claustrophobic. Otherwise, तेरे को claustrophobic लगता.
अरे,
सच्ची.
but there's a
Thakur,
mirror in
1
front
second.
of you, behind you. It's like that infinity
No, it
cup
wasn't
of
infinity.
pooping.
Thank fuck.
नहीं रे, तू क्या changing room में थोड़ी है, चूतिए.
Thakur, I don't think you have had the experience of taking a shit while staring deeply into
I
your
have.
own eyes.
Amsterdam मेरे होटल में भी वैसी था. मैं भी एक अपने आप को ही देख रहा हूँ करते वक्त. क्योंकि उन्होंने सामने वो रखा था. But I'm like, thank God, at least मैं अपने आप को देख के time तो spend कर सकता हूँ. सोच अगर वो blank होता, फिर कैसे होता?
Shit, it was crazy. Anyway.
But तुझे मजा है अपने आप को potty करता देख कैसा लगा? How was the feeling?
I mean, I never thought that my life would ever
Actually
take me
be
to this
good, right?
place.
But it was actually good. You had fun.
अच्छा, but one advantage of the Paris toilet was that उसका वो जो खिड़की होता है ना, तुम ऐसे खोलते हो ना, तो ऐसे देखे हुए ना, तो कोने से आईफिल टावर दिखता है.
अरे
As
अरे
opposed to watching your own face.
So तू
You can
अपना
stare
कहाँ
at the Eiffel Tower.
Eiffel Tower को.
Great, because that's what it's known for. Hey, come to Paris. Look at the Eiffel Tower. Get your bowel movements in order.
All right.
Not
Okay.
understood only कि तू संडास का खिड़की खोल के आईफल टावर देख के क्यों हग रहा है? ये कौन सा नया?
But I'm in Paris now. What else will you do in Paris? You have
क्या
to
और पेरिस में
experience.
करने के लिए है क्या?
1 second.
पेरिस में और करने के लिए है क्या मेरे को बता.
1
मेरे को
second.
बता क्या है? One of the most well-made medieval cities में देखने के लिए क्या है सिवाय वो लोखंड का टावर के अलावा क्या है देखने के लिए?
Aadar has done both things that you need to do. He has seen the Eiffel Tower from the
And
Louvre.
shat.
Yeah.
It would have been greater if we saw the Louvre from the Louvre.
Yeah.
Ah,
I
fucking
don't.
hilarious.
1 second. Did you just say Paris में और क्या है करने को? Eiffel Tower के अलावा.
मतलब जाए खाए थोड़ा बहुत.
You know, if you
खाना
go to
खाएगा.
Paris, Eiffel Tower is the one place you should not go to. Like it is so overrated. But
Okay.
और है
Next.
तेरे पास White houses.
Yes. Okay, next we move from Paris and everywhere else to, we are now in Beirut. Okay. And this house was built in 1954. Okay. Now, again, one other thing you will find in common with these spite houses is that apparently, like, it's a lot of families end up doing these spite things way more than strangers.
Yeah.
Like the when a family bond breaks, it's a it's a whole different level of pettiness that erupts from it. So in this case, there were two brothers, okay, and basically one brother had taken up this land, and he had fucked over the other brother, given him a very small strip of land. The other brother goes and hires two architects, okay, and now just put yourself in the shoes of these architects, okay, who have been called in, and he has given them one brief. He's like, देखो भाई लोग, मेरा भाई का ये इधर building है. All I want to do from my house is I want to build a house that is going to block their sea view.
Bro,
Oh,
this
wow.
is one sec. This is all of Yari Road. This is all of Versova.
This is all of Khere. Sorry, Kautuk, one aside. ठीक है, मैं अपने एक
Yeah.
दोस्त के घर पे गया था. He
Yeah.
moved into this rental place in Khere. ठीक है, टॉमी हिलफिगर को के एक लेन छोड़ के आगे लेफ्ट पे.
Correct.
ठीक है, तो he's called me, send me the address or whatever, and as I'm coming close, he told me, I said, bro, there's a building called Sea View. ठीक है,
हाँ.
ये literally लिंकिंग रोड को लग के Sea View.
लिंकिंग रोड से समुंदर दिख रहा है उसको.
जब भी बनी थी तभी दिखता था. सेकंड फ्लोर से देखो पानी दिखता था. ठीक है, बिकॉज देयर वाज नथिंग इन द मिडिल. अभी उधर सामने एक और ऐसे डायलापिडेटेड बिल्डिंग है. इट्स नॉट आउट ऑफ स्पाइट, इट्स जस्ट आउट ऑफ
Out of desperation.
This is
it's
true.
out of
So, Kautuk, you remember in mom's house how there was the quadrangle, but outside the quadrangle was another building which would
Yeah.
block the sun view.
Yes.
That was a spike building.
one second. What the fuck kind of selling point is sun view?
No, it was not sun view. It's basically the building became that tall and he just built it
कि sun ही
literally
नहीं
this
है.
close. कि sun ही नहीं आ रहा है ढंग से घर
So
पे.
you had to wait till 12 o'clock to get
And
the
you had to
first...
wait till summer,
Yeah. To,
winter.
like when the sun was literally above your flat, that's when one ray of light...
एक बार देख लेता हूँ. ये साले ने ब्लॉक कर दिया मेरा सन व्यू.
Correct. So
सन भी
that
बोल रहे चीजें. मेरा व्यू कौन ब्लॉक कर रहा है? मेरा
No,
व्यू कौन ब्लॉक कर रहा है? मैं
and in typical Mumbai fashion, the beauty of living in flats in Mumbai is that your window will invariably look into someone else's house. So सब लोग एक दूसरे का privacy invade कर रहे हैं. In this is all of Bombay. Like that's why Bombay doesn't have time for
इतने-
anything.
इतने ऐसे पास में, इसलिए मेरा एक साइड के ब्लाइंड नीचे ही रहता है हमेशा.
Yeah.
क्योंकि खोलूंगा तो लिटरली कोई सामने रह के कुछ कर रहा है, मतलब हट बंद. देखना ही नहीं, देखना
एक
ही नहीं.
अंकल
ब्लॉक.
होता है हमेशा तौलिए में सामने ना,
क्या
सामने
है भाई, बंद कर रखना बेटा. हाँ, वो तो स्टैंडर्ड कॉस्ट्यूम है.
Bro, but you know something?
अंकल तौलिए में तौलिया सुखा रहा है. क्यों?
हाँ.
You know the crazy thing is, the way Mumbai works is that you'd never find two people who value their privacy against each other. It's never two people who close the blinds together. It's always one person who values their privacy and wants to keep the
Yeah.
blind shut, and the other who doesn't give a fuck about anything.
Anything. खुला ही है वो. Bro, the worst is now when your neighbors, they have the habit of just leaving their door open. And hey, you listen to what we are watching. Why do I, every time I reach up, my lift door opens and I know what movie is playing on Z Cinema.
It's not just that. It's also the ones that you know Kautuk exactly the flat I'm talking about. वो ऐसा दरवाजा खोल के तू सब कुछ कर रहा है. वो
Yes.
फैमिली हॉल में खाना खा रहा है और जो whatever फादर और / हस्बैंड ऑफ द हाउस है वो पतले टावल में बाहर आके ऐसे ये कर रहा है while they're all and he's like क्या चल रहा है टीवी पे. Why is this happening with the door open? I understand there is already no privacy in the house. I get it because it's a very tiny flat. But bro, why is your door
Bro,
open?
just don't subject other people to the scenes. Now, guys who stay across me and guys who stay next to me, they are friends. So they have this ऐसे open borders.
Open door policy.
US और कनाडा है कि बॉर्डर खुला है भाई. जब भी जाना इधर आओ. देखो जब भी आना तो इधर आओ. और जब भी तुम आते जा रहे हो ना, तुम बॉर्डर क्रॉस कर रहे हो, चिल्लाओ जोर से. चिल्लाओ रोज जोर से चिल्लाओ. Bro, I think that house has a continuous supply of kids. Like every day I just see like new kids. I don't know whose kids they are. I don't know. Like someday there's a small one and it becomes
Varun,
big.
they are
अरे
new
लेकिन
kids.
बच्चे लोग के
They
घर
are
में
new.
जो बच्चे मिलने
They
आते
are
हैं ना
new
दूसरे.
kids on the block. That's who they are.
या
अरे
वाह.
कितना
अरे काम कर, तू जाके तौलिए में तौलिया सुखा.
मैं
ठीक है, ये
90s
कर.
मैं 90s जाके जरा आता हूँ.
Hashtag तौलिया में तौलिया should be a thing.
हाँ, हैशटैग तौलिए में तौलिया, वो तो
Okay.
है ना क्लासिक. हे व्हाट्स द व्यू फ्रॉम, दिस इज द तौलिए में तौलिया सुखाने वाला व्यू. यहाँ तौलिए में तौलिया सुखा रहे, यहाँ तौलिए में तौलिया सुखा रहे.
How
तौलिए
is
क्यों
Samir
सुखा रहे?
not
नहीं नहीं,
written
वो
a
सन व्यू नहीं है ना उनके पास, इसलिए तौलिए सूख रहे नहीं है.
how has Samir not written a song called Tauliya Mein Tauliya Sikha? I don't understand this.
वो लिरिक्स बाय समीर.
So, okay, wait, coming back now to this Beirut house, okay? So this guy, he has got these two architects. These two architects, now imagine their brief, right? They have to call their workers and everyone and be like, कि इधर थोड़ा घर बनाना. And you know, the beauty is that they have to tell them कि, you know, ये bricks और वगैरह के साथ ना थोड़ा passive aggressive भी डालना है इस घर में. थोड़ा ये साइड पे थोड़ा फक्स रह गया है. So they have built a house which is like, it's very thin on one end and then it gets wider as you go out. Okay, and this house is called Al Basa.
Al Basa.
Yeah, Al Basa.
Basa. Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, Al Basa, which means the middle finger.
Oh,
Oh.
must.
तो मैं
Okay.
जब इधर रहता था ना अंधेरी में, so there was this one. तो क्या होता है when two lanes converge ना, ऐसा एक मेन लेते हैं महाकाली केव्स रोड का, there's this downhill road that comes in, so it comes down and there's a second gully that joins it. Now ये जो ना मिल रहे हैं इसके एरिया में ये जगह खाली था. एक बंदे ने ये एरिया खरीद लिया and it wasn't that वो 10 feet by 50 feet type, नहीं, it was a huge space that could have been used for like a mall. इसने वो पूरा स्पेस नेक्स्ट टू नो प्राइस पे खरीदा उसने, like 50 lakhs or something, and he bought the whole thing. उसने अपना बंगला बनाया, and now the thing is it converges like this and ends here, and then the two lanes become one, and he made this 20-30 foot wall.
Where is this?
wall अंधेरी ईस्ट में, and then what he did was in that wall, on the wall, to create a design of this, what is this bungalow का design, उसने वो ये एरिया पे ऐसा floats डाल दिया. So now
It's a ship. It's a boat.
his bungalow is a boat.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow. If anyone ever comes across this building, please
That
send
was
photo.
spite. That was spite for everybody else who had bought a house in Andheri East and thought कि अरे सब लोग हमारे जितने गरीब है. But नहीं,
But-
this one man
तो
shows up.
इसने पूरे घर को ऐसे बोट के शेप में किया है कि उसने सिर्फ टायर डाला है साइड पे.
No, he
पूरा
has used
उसने-
creativity.
अरे
he
वो
built-
एक
he built up his-
accidental नोक
ये
है ना
था।
आगे.
तो ऐसे
So he
हाल में
created his bungalow to look like the engine and this and that of a
Wow.
boat.
हाल ही में उसने हल बनाया.
Does
तो उसको अभी कैसे लग रहा है कि उसके पास अंधेरी इसमें एक बोट है.
very funny.
On land.
H has written, it is the float iron building.
या
Nice.
तुम लोग गए कि नहीं फ्लैट है? मेरे को तो मस्त लगता है बिल्डिंग, काफी स्टूपिड बट देखने में अच्छा लगता है.
Okay, so now we'll come to the last two, okay? And the last two, one is a historical one and the other is a geographical one, okay? So first we'll do the historical one, okay? Now this is from the year 541 AD, okay?
तब से स्पाइट हाउसेस चल रहे.
अरे ये तो this is Spite House taken.
सब नियांडरथल्स एक दूसरे के साथ.
This is
542 AD.
541 AD.
तब भी कैसे बात कर रहे थे लोग.
This is spite houses on cocaine. Okay, this is the bap of all spite things. Okay, so here's what happens. Now there was a emperor called Khusrau. Okay,
हाँ खुशरू ना खुशरूबाग. ये तो मोरोज फ्रेंच है. मोरोज
but-
फ्रेंच है.
so
अरे क्या बोल रहे हैं बाबा, बता कुछ दे ट्रिविया खुशरो बाग की. आकोरी कितने में मिलती है उधर?
हाँ सॉरी बोल. हाँ
so Khusrau, after a brutal campaign, has finally succeeded in the conquest of Antioch, and he got so upset with how like resistant this city was and how famous it was and all of that stuff that he was like, I'm going to show these people. Okay, so he took a lot of these inhabitants as slaves. Okay, and he took them back to this place where he was from, and over there he built a replica of Antioch. And he told these slaves, now go and live in the same houses that you used to live in and do the same things you used to do, but in my kingdom. He literally rebuilt Antioch in his kingdom. As a
स्पाइट के वो तो खुश होंगे कि अरे मस्त ना, चल हमें दूसरी जगह पे जाके भी
except that they were made to live in those same houses as slaves and not free people.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's the and here's why it was. Here's how petty it was. Are you ready for historical pettiness? So he called his new city Where Antioch Zushro, okay, which basically translates to better than Antioch, Khusrau built this.
Shit.
Wow.
And
Okay.
there are people living there as slaves.
Yes, the same people who used to live in Antioch are now living in a replica. Can you imagine how fucked up that is? कि तेरे को
It's weirdly fucked up and also like calming at the same time. Because like, चल मैं अभी slave हूँ लेकिन फिर भी मेरे को मेरे घर की replica मिल गई. It can work in both ways.
Can you imagine Khusrau coming into these people's house and be like, अच्छा बता मेरे को ये साइड टेबल पे क्या क्या रहता था? Exact.
To get the exact details right. And then you can just line actually मेरे घर में एक उधर जकूजी है एक मस्त वाला एक अच्छा वाला एक टेबल काउंटर टॉप है
झूठ मत
मस्त.
बोल.
अरे सर सच्ची माँ कसम है किंग साइज बेड है 4 पोस्टर वो अच्छा है और हमारे कुक है अच्छा खाना बनाता है मस्त मस्त पे कि देगा कुछ रोज मैं नॉनवेज खाता हूँ अच्छा है लाइफ एक वॉक इन वार्डरोब है अच्छा ठीक है बनाता हूँ उधर खुशरो बना रहा है बैठ के वॉक इन वार्डरोब बना पाए इसके लिए आई नीड हिम टू सफर इन हिज वॉकिंग वार्डरोब बना बना और सर एक अच्छा
सर एक गेटेड कम्युनिटी.
एक गेटेड कम्युनिटी से स्विमिंग पूल तो था
लेकिन
एक
सर
पीछे सर.
बिग साइज था लेकिन आप छोटा बना सकते हो चलेगा नो प्रॉब्लम
लेकिन वर्टिकल बिल्डिंग है.
हाँ चलेगा सर और एक सामने आदमी भी चाहिए जो तौलिए में तौलिया सुखा रहा है ओके कूल कूल एंटीऑक
Last. Okay, are you ready for the last one?
This is the geographic one.
Yeah, geographical. This is a spied country. Are you ready?
Oh,
स्पाइट
God.
कंट्री स्ट्रेट
Straight spied country.
नॉर्थ कोरिया को ऐसे नहीं बुलाते हैं.
So ready? Wait, Baba, just give me share screen.
Oh, I have to give you access. Copy.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go, sir. Let's go. Careful, huh?
Right.
What you're sharing, it's live.
Yes, yes. This. Can you see it?
Croatia.
So Croatia have taken up this land all around Bosnia and Herzegovina. And they have strategically just blocked off their beach access.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember
no.
reading about this.
So,
Yeah,
they've-
kitna,
like,
yaar.
there's literally this little spit of land over here, okay, where they could have given them, but they're like, नहीं तेरे को सीन नहीं देखने को मैं नहीं
No
देखने
sea view.
दूंगा.
No
Yeah, yeah, no
sea
sea
view.
No,
Warsaw.
Okay, so
वाह ब्रो पूरा ब्लॉक ही कर दिया यार ये तो हार्ड को अभी
Full,
बॉस्निया
full.
को बीच जाना है तो क्रोएशिया से जाना पड़ता है
you have to take a visa.
Oh,
Go,
no.
son, come back.
और फिर वापस आते आते he won't let you back because you're like तू जब गया था तभी तो तू गोरा था इतना टैन कैसे हो गया तू तू अलग आदमी है अभी क्रोएशिया में ही रुक और वो बॉस्नियन खुश है कि क्रोएशिया में रुकने गए.
So basically, in conclusion, okay, what I wanted to tell you was that the roofs of these buildings don't just provide shade; they also throw
ओ
shade.
शिट क्या बात है
Oh.
मस्त क्या अच्छा प्रेजेंटेशन एंड किया तूने अपना मस्त 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 अच्छा गाइस जस्ट अ रिमाइंडर प्लीज थोड़ा हम लोग आप अब बोलेंगे नहीं लेकिन तुम लोग थोड़ा लाइक छोड़ो ना इधर मेरे को क्यों ऐसे 0 लाइक्स दिख रहे हैं मैं
Zero
अपने
likes
बैकएंड में
नहीं
हाँ
है.
0 लाइक 674
Zero likes नहीं है. Zero
देख
likes.
वापस 0 हो गया मैं मजाक नहीं कर रहा देखो फोटो
अरे
लेके
तू
दिखाओ
तू बैक एंड पे देख. अरे बाबा because you not refreshed your stream or what.
I have refreshed it many times. I'm sure it's showing 0 to me, sir. Guys, please prove me wrong and just everybody like the stream.
Like it's showing 0 to me, sir. It's just-
मिसल
Yeah. So like करो. Okay, चल. आदर बताइए जो तू अपने साथ लेके आया है आज.
So I've got wait, let me pull up my notes.
अरे
Okay. So because I want to start with another emperor of India. So what I want to talk to you guys about is experiments because I've been watching a lot of so Elon Musk is now ready to do the human experimenting with the Neuralink. So I decided to just check out what kind of experiments have scientists been spending. 15 scientists from Berkeley discover. So it says I started going into a rabbit hole of all the dumbass experiments and weird ones that have come through. So there was one, and this has been going on from time immemorial. It's like anybody who has any form of power decides to do an experiment. So this is
Yeah.
Out of spite also sometimes.
out of spite. So this is Akbar. Okay,
Yeah.
Akbar
I
apparently
noticed.
wanted to see if human beings can come up with speech
If there's a
without.
natural language. Yeah.
Yeah, is there is a natural language that exists. So apparently he took a bunch of children who are orphans and who were not mute, and put them in a house which has mute children, and tried to see if they learned how to talk. And
Yeah.
after I think 4 years or something, they developed sign language.
No, I mean the version I read was that he basically
Yeah.
was very curious scientifically that
Yeah.
is there something like a natural human language? Like if you just like, you know, rather than it coming from the parents or whatever, if you just leave human beings alone, what happens? Like, do they start talking?
Yeah.
Do they have thoughts? Vagara, vagara. So because you're the emperor of India, you have infinite power, infinite resources, and who's going to tell you no? अगर तेरे दिमाग में आइडिया है, I want to find out. कौन बोलेगा
मुझे
तेरे
ये
को?
करना है, मुझे मॉल में शार्क चाहिए सर, लेकिन
सर
मॉल क्या होता है?
बीरबल
बनाओ.
एक बार बीरबल को कंसल्ट कर लो प्लीज.
Yeah. So basically now he has taken these kids, I think they were 12 or something like that, and he has put them, he's isolated them.
Yeah.
And then years later he checks back on them, he brings them, like they're brought out to the court, and Akbar is profoundly he's so disheartened to learn that they have not learned speech, because
Yeah.
they have just garbled, you know, like it's basically like
No, but
Mowgli.
these kids who were put in the thing, how did they grow up? Like, who was take? कोई तो बात किया होगा ना कभी
So
तो.
that's what it is. They say that the nurse who was taking care of those children there probably taught them sign language because she was used to dealing with children who couldn't speak.
Because
they just learned.
trying to see if they can learn a language is one thing. Trying to see if they can go fend for themselves if they've just been
Yeah.
left alone
अच्छा,
is
4 साल के लिए
altogether
भूल
different.
गया. 4 साल
कि कोई
के
है ही नहीं,
छोड़
वो भी
दिया.
देख रहे कि इधर क्या करेंगे भाई सीन. कोई तो बात किया होगा, कुछ सुना होगा. तो क्या था eventual क्या था?
No,
they came up with a sign language.
yeah,
No,
and
they
he
didn't
was
come up with it. Somebody probably taught them, and but the children weren't using their voices. That's what became odd because they were part of a bigger group of children who weren't talking, so they just wouldn't talk.
and that's the thing now, like back in the day, the like we were talking about whatever the 1500s and stuff, 1600s, and like you don't know too much about the world in general, you hardly know anything about human beings themselves, so you're like,
Correct.
we'll have to fuck around to find out. But the cost of fucking around to find out was people, and they were like, yeah, ठीक है यार, अभी 11 लोग ना, ठीक है, willing to sacrifice. This is the thing of infinite power.
Yeah. There was another one called. So the thing is, ever since we discovered LSD, everybody wanted to figure out कि LSD का effect क्या होता है. So there was this one dude. So this was the CIA program called Operation Midnight Climax, and it is exactly as it sounds, where they had these safe houses built, and they used to attract men, and there were women who were like sex workers, and उनको वहाँ पे लाते थे, and then उनको bring them into the room and then inject them with LSD and observe what was their behavior.
Oh my god.
But
This
that
went
too, in
on-
the beginning, bro, LSD, even the guy who found Albert Hoffman, the guy who discovered LSD, first tested
Yeah.
it on himself.
Yeah.
So जब भी उसने synthesize किया, he actually put like the dosage that he put was because no prior context that you know कि कुछ तो होने
Yeah.
वाला है, but no idea. Heavy doses. He sat on his cycle, which is a very famous story. और Amsterdam में वो चला रहा, and suddenly he started seeing all of these visuals and stuff like that. So auditory, sensory, visual, it just went crazy. So he actually first experimented on himself.
Yeah, but this was like 20 साल तक चला experiment. And just imagine this guy just going to a sex worker and then coming out just high. Just like I've just been without their permission.
Then,
Nuts.
Yeah. So and then it goes further, where they so in the 60s there was this guy called Warren Thomas, and they wanted to figure out कि अच्छा humans पे effect होता है, then is there a larger animal that they can test this on? So they decided to test LSD on an elephant.
oh my
And they're
god.
like, they just multiplied कि अच्छा human पे हम लोग इतना dose कर रहे हैं check, तो elephant का proportional to the body mass उस हिसाब से. So they gave the elephant 1.5 million units of LSD.
Shit,
And
the
then
elephant
that
is
guy
pretty
suddenly
high.
showed up at a rave party in Goa. बोला ये हाथी का से आ गया. ये सर आपके पास बैंड है only couple entry.
वो हर्ड लेके आया.
सीधा अंजुना पे रेव कर रहा हाथी.
That's
So
crazy.
of course the elephant died, but
Oh.
this
Oh,
is
sorry.
listen, 1960s elephant, and the elephant's name was Tusco. People, R.I.P. Tusco. And
Wow.
then
What? How? Who came up with this name? The elephant. इसका नाम क्या रखे सर? क्या इसके पास
Tusco.
Tusk है इसको.
Tusco.
A close second was Trunco, but they're like, hey, that's a bit on the nose.
वो मेरे कुत्ते का नाम है.
अरे
Yeah,
ये
dude, but
They
can you-
concluded the cause of death as overdose of LSD.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
shit,
Let's see what happened to this elephant who was given 1.5 million units of LSD. What do you think is the reason for his downfall? Sir, I think it's too much sweet, sir. It's diabetes.
Shit, that's crazy, dude. 1.5 million, just the it just sounds like it's too much.
It sounds wrong for a scientist to be like, नहीं ये ठीक है.
You know something?
Like,
Actually, पहली चीज wrong ये नहीं है कि उसको 1.5 million यूनिट दिया, इसकी तो हाथी को एलएसडी दे रहा है. उधर ही तो 1 ड्रॉप दे या 1 लाख ड्रॉप दे, हाथी को इसको एलएसडी दे दे, फिर देखते क्या होता है. अच्छा वो निकल गया, क्योंकि हाथी की सनक जाती ना उधर ही दबेश.
God damn.
That's true, actually. Like from a scientific experiment standpoint, like what sort of subjective reactions are you going to get from
What were you expecting? Oh, because in humans it increases creativity, movement, ये वो, you can hear sounds better, you can smell better, you can see better. तेरे पास है actual. बहुत सारे painters they take like LSD also in form of psilocybin that you find in mushrooms, right? I know of this guy, big folklore in Kodai somewhere. Italian painter dude stays inside in the forest. Okay. His thing is that he has psilocybin mushrooms and then he goes on and he paints. That's how he sustains himself. He paints and apparently his paintings are insane and they sell for a lot of money. वो पैसा लेता है, वापस मशरूम खरीदता है, दवेश मशरूम पेंटिंग, और रहता है फॉरेस्ट के अंदर. तो अभी देखो क्या ऑब्जेक्टिव एनालिसिस मिलेगा एक हाथी को एलएसडी देके, हाथी पेंट कर रहा है वो, he just started painting amazingly.
But I think that the objective analysis is not about the thing. They just want to see when does the hathi get violent at what dosage of LSD. I think that is what it is.
No, but hathi, they were trying to test how insane the male elephants get. Also, it's always like
I
weirdly.
think that's what it would have been.
And and they tried
You
to
were trying to see how insane male elephants can get.
just on LSD. Like they wanted to check what happens to that, like that XY chromosome. And there was this one where they took a couple of
तेरा mic
spiders.
अंदर घुस गया है तेरे throat के.
हाँ.
Sorry.
तेरा 6 करोड़ का माइक.
6 करोड़ का नहीं है, इसलिए 6 करोड़ का होता तो चिपक जाता अच्छे से. So they took a couple of spiders to space.
What?
Because why not? Unlimited
एक तो the
resources.
last thing I want to be with inside a space shuttle going outside into space is with spiders.
उसको
क्योंकि मेरे से इधर स्पाइडर नहीं हैंडल हो रहा है. हाँ, मार भी नहीं सकता.
नहीं, एक
स्पाइडर
सेकंड.
क्रॉल करने जाए पागल, मेरी तो सनक जाएगी ब्रो.
Bro, just imagine you're out
मैं तो
of
नहीं
the
जा रहा.
spacecraft for a spacewalk, okay? And suddenly from the spider is
चल रहा है.
it's inside the helmet. It's on the helmet.
And you can see it just walk in front of you. Top. Pull gas. Depressurize. मर गया. कौन है ये चूतिया लोग जो लेके जा रहे स्पाइडर को स्पेस
But
में?
why did they take the spider?
So they wanted to test what happens, like, because all animals have this, like how the birds navigate using the Earth's the magnetism and things like that. So they wanted to check what happens with spiders. So apparently, when the spiders are in an zero gravity environment, the spiders started making webs that were flatter, more 2D rather than 3D, because for some reason the effect of gravity was absent.
सनक गए इन लोग की।
But
ये
their
क्या
web,
हुआ?
their web
Yes.
is anyway. Their web is 2D only.
But
No, it's
It's
yeah,
length
like
and breadth.
it's
There's no depth
no
on
no
the.
no. There is usually a lot like now and now
एक
I
पे तुम लोग
myself found
स्पाइडर हो
this
क्या?
out.
तुमको क्या मालूम?
तू बोल रहा है
अरे
एक Z एक्सिस का सेपरेशन नहीं था.
नहीं था. It started becoming much flatter. They started constructing like that. Like it's like जैसे वो उनको स्पेस में लेके गया तो वो लोग वैसा वो स्पाइट हाउस टाइप बन गया. वो खाली ऐसा ही बना रहे थे, फ्लैट, चपटा, छोटा. That type of shit was happening.
तेरे को
And
लगता
then
है कि उन लोग उधर स्पेस में लेके गए, फिर लेके आना भूल गए, फिर इंटरनेशनल स्पेस स्टेशन पे दिवाली क्लिनिक एडम को दिख रहा है भाई इधर बहुत बहुत ज्यादा
webs है.
कॉब्वेब्स है. कौन लेके आया इधर?
oh wait,
सर
wait.
सॉरी, वो लास्ट एक्सपेरिमेंट
ये
के टाइम पे उनको
अरे
मारा नहीं हमने.
ये
One
वेबी
second.
ने बनाया वेबी.
You gotta see
हाँ.
this, guys. Ready?
Hmm.
Spiders on drugs.
Oh yeah. I was about to get to this.
Normal, LSD, marijuana, sleeping pills, caffeine, benzedrine.
स्लीपिंग पिल पे वो सोया नहीं, फिर भी बना रहा है. स्पाइडर को स्लीपिंग पिल दो तो भी उसका भाई मेरा तो ये काम है, मैं तो वेब बनाते रहता हूँ. जागू,
वो
सो,
कितना
एलएसडी खाओ,
आलसी
कोकेन
है.
करूँ, मेरा एक ही तो काम है.
I would assume that on sleeping pills he would make a hammock.
और ऐसे ऐसे लेटे से आठ आठ
सारे
पैर
पैर.
ऐसे मस्त
Yeah,
चिल कर
just
रहा है.
put
Bro,
your
the
feet up, man.
normal one in all of this, I just want to say that the normal one looks like the most chaotic and the most hectic one to make. Everything else is so much chiller. and
No,
so
I
much
think
like-
caffeine is
But-
crazy. Like
Yeah,
it's so
no,
jagged and
yeah,
fucking.
but because the
कैफीन
normal
पे तो
one is
उसने
meant
पिकासो बनाया है कैफीन पे.
LSD
ऐसी
पे he's
पिकासो का एक
made
है.
dude LSD पे he's made the eye, वो जो उसका आंख होता है, वो जो डॉलर साइन के ऊपर है, what is it called?
Oh yeah, Illuminati.
इल्यूमिनाटी.
Illuminati. So so what happened then they took these female spiders. They thought they took these female spiders. So जब वापस आ रहे थे on re-entry, one of the spiders died.
What?
And-
What happened?
On re-entry back to Earth, when they were getting the spiders back, one of them died, and there's like no, it was natural causes. इससे वो age हो गया था उसका.
Yeah,
And-
like natural causes, like we sat on it. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's natural only. We didn't do anything.
But I'm just
इतने
wondering,
स्पाइडर तो उस पे बैठ जाते तभी
I'm
मर
just
जाते हैं.
wondering, how does a spider feel weightless?
I don't know.
Like, because
उनका भी their subjective experience must be of some small amount of weight which they feel.
that relative experience of carrying thuk,
Yeah. थूक से नहीं
Saliva.
बना रहे वो बाबा, first of
saliva.
Bro, उन लोग की तो क्या हिल रही होगी ना. उन लोग ऐसे सडनली, एक तो मैं यूजुअली घर पे चलता हूँ, मैं क्रेविसेस में होता हूँ, मैं ऐसे बुक्स के
हाँ.
पीछे होता हूँ, मैं ऐसे
Zero gravity.
सिंक के नीचे हूँ, और मैं अभी उड़ रहा हूँ बिना तेरे वेब ऐसे हवा में जाके ऐसे हवा में हो रहे हैं. क्या चल रहा है मेरे साथ?
स्पाइडर भी ऐसे ही वेब बना रहे थे.
हाँ, मेरे दिमाग में स्पाइडर भी ऐसी वेब बना रहा है.
No,
अच्छा,
but
the
also the
second
profound
spider.
disappointment of making this web, spending all this time creating 2D web, 3D web, all of this, and then finding out that there are literally zero flies that they have brought to space
Yeah.
to accompany this fucking spider. What a waste of time.
Yeah, and the thing is, the second spider that they bought back, so they took two female spiders,
Yeah.
okay, and then they bought it back, and then they started doing more tests on that spider. Then they realized that that female spider was actually male. The second one.
It's a common mistake, everyone. You
तो उन
know,
लोग पहले ऐसे नीचे नहीं देखा क्या कि क्या चल रहा है?
But I don't know why. Like it's just this is scientists who are sending things to space and are not checking. They assume that this is a female. Like itna
Hilarious.
मेहनत. Okay.
देखो,
then-
go ahead. मेरे पास भी है थोड़े crazy experiment. तू बोल, तेरा खत्म कर
हाँ.
पहले.
Acha, this one is, I've got two really dumb ones, which is the Berkeley wale, like not Berkeley, but those kind of rando experiments that we have. There was a bunch of Australian scientists. These guys got together, two universities, the University of South Wales and Declan. Okay, there are two scientists of the University of South Wales, Declan Patton and Andrew McIntosh. Okay, these two people spend a considerable amount of time studying the effects of headbanging on your brain.
And what are the effects? I'm very, very excited to know.
They found that if the range of motion is greater than 75 degrees, there is a great chance of mild head injury as well as neck injury.
Oh, but there's nothing about sustained headbanging.
So sustained headbanging is there, and then they interviewed multiple headbangers and this is there's a bunch of like interviews that they conducted, and so then they realized and they started giving them advice. So the advice was kindly headbang to slower tempo songs and only headbang every alternate beat for your and always use personal protective equipment while headbanging.
Like a neck brace.
Yeah.
Who the fuck headbangs to slow songs?
Jagjit Singh.
Oh,
shit,
He said Jagjit Singh has sung
But you're-
so much. Why is this the
Yeah.
go-to Jagjit? But
But Baba, because that's the song you headbang to, not because you're headbanging, but because तेरे को इतना नशा चढ़ गया है.
Yeah.
क्योंकि that
Your life
whiskey
is-
you're having on the rocks.
Bro, ऐसी चूतिया वाला experiment ना, there was one, it was called, and take a wild guess what it was called. It was called the hanging studies.
but give us
Oh, yeah,
chance
yeah,
no to guess.
This
Take
is
a
the-
wild
Yeah.
guess.
What was it
Upside-
about? What
Upside
was
down,
it
upside
about?
down.
The
Ulta wala
hanging
hai kya ye?
studies.
Huh.
What was it about?
It
I'm
was
This is the
assuming
upside
that-
down one.
No, you're wrong, Aadar.
It's about the most efficient way to hang a person.
Is it about like how when you hang out together?
Baba, tu ja na. Soja. Koi. Thanks for your contribution with that. It's about you hanging out.
I don't know.
There was
everyone said-
basically a
I would have
forensic
thought that
researcher. There's a
I
forensic
would assume
scientist.
blood going down or something like that.
No.
No,
So
there's a
his name was
forensic
Nicolas. His name was Nicolas Minovici, okay, who conducted the hanging studies by advising assistants to hang him as well as other people to see what happens, the effects of someone dying through hanging.
Oh.
And did he succeed?
Yes. And his assistant looked up. Yes, that is confirmed. Okay, guys, that was done. Let's go for lunch. And that was the end of the studies. और bro, उसका actual photo है इधर.
क्या बोल रहे हो?
Photo है. हाँ. Bro, I'm going to, you know how parents use social media. I'm going to-
Careful.
Oh,
God.
no, he looks pretty. Yeah, he looks pretty fine. He survived, right? Or
Is
did
he
not?
so is he hanging himself?
Yeah, and his assistants are taking notes. बहुत लोग को टंगा है उसने, बहुत पब्लिक मरा, फिर उन्होंने नोट्स लिया, लेकिन निकोलस मिनोविची के साथ क्या हुआ ये आर्टिकल ने बताया नहीं है.
So, by the way, this reminded me of this thing. Did you hear about this? It's such an onion headline type thing to do. So
But it's
basically,
real.
no, yeah. So like this was in Kota, in Rajasthan, where they had a lot of these suicides, right, through hanging. So what one of the colleges did, I might be getting the first part of this wrong, but basically in some college there was a bunch of suicides. So what they did is, instead of counseling the students or trying to figure out what is actually causing the thing, what they did is they basically put a spring in the fan. So if you tried to hang yourself, the fan would come
Fan
down.
would also
Oh,
hang.
yeah.
It's so dystopian.
As
it's
opposed
so
to trying to get them
crazy.
like help.
So people were literally sharing that, saying कि अच्छा तो खिड़की से कूद सकता हूँ ना.
Oh God.
Wow.
Literally, like basically they would just come up with newer and newer ways to stop people from doing it rather than addressing the actual
Yeah.
problem.
I just
Yeah.
feel that this Minovici guy, I think he was not just exploring that, he was exploring some sort of kink of like
BDSM कर रहा था.
like choking and how long can you,
Sadomasochism.
like how long can you stay choked or whatever it is you was trying. I have a feeling that is what that man was doing.
Have you done it?
Yeah.
No. मुंह से अंडरों पे मरेगा.
थोड़ा relatably तेरा ऐसे image रहा कि I think said Baba as he hit his leather strap.
Fine. हाँ तू बॉक्सर्स ही पहना है क्या नीचे के कुछ और है, इसलिए तो दिखाना नहीं हम लोग अपना स्टांस.
Oh no, let it be, Baba, let it be.
नहीं
guys,
नहीं बाबा,
I believe you.
please. नहीं,
I believe
thank
you.
We believe you, Baba. Yeah.
Like the stream if you like what Baba's doing.
Oh no.
God.
I stopped just short like a like a what What are those what is that modeling technique where you just stop shy of exposure? What is it called? I forgot. I don't know.
John Abraham. It's called the
What?
John Abraham.
Called censorship.
Yeah.
It's called John Abraham is funny.
So, Acha, there's this one experiment. Again, scientists spending their valuable time and their medical intelligence trying to find out how to avoid slipping on ice. The three.
Oh fuck! That must have been quite tough.
How to avoid slipping on ice? They concluded that socks provide much more traction than shoes while on ice. So
Interesting.
their solution was wear socks on top of your shoes.
Huh?
Ah, beautiful. Beautiful.
It may cause temporary embarrassment, but nothing compared to damaging your body.
That's too good.
ये
That's
कौन से
too
लोग हैं
good.
जिन लोगों को आइस मतलब आइस एज इन लाइक जिधर स्नोई कंट्रीज है उधर जाके आइस
New
फॉर्म होते हैं
Zealand.
उसके
Yeah,
ऊपर
this
ऐसा
was in
नहीं
New
कि उन लोग
Zealand.
के
So I
घर पे
have a
पार्टी का
feeling
आइस
they're
गिर
not
गया
talking about.
नाउ दे डोंट नो हाउ टू वॉक ओवर
No,
आइस
no, I have a feeling this is not a conversation about snow. This is a conversation about sleet. So I'm saying
Yeah.
if there is sleet, just means मैं sleet suddenly form होता है ना. मैं घर से निकल रहा है और एक स्ट्रीट पे स्लीट आया तो मैं जूता उतारूं, फिर जूता पहनूं, फिर मोजे को जूते के ऊपर पहनूं, फिर चलूं
नहीं।
10 मीटर, फिर वापस उतारूं क्योंकि मैं जूते बन के मेट्रो में तो नहीं जा सकता ना सॉक्स पहन के.
But Baba, can you imagine? Like, I'm sure all of these scientists, right? They get funding from somewhere, right? So
Yeah.
they have actually asked somebody for money, right? And they've been given a grant, and they've been told, we'll figure it out, sir. What is the best way to not
To
slip on
walk,
ice? Yeah, this is going to make us.
walk on sleet.
Yeah,
Correct.
it's going to make us millions of dollars. You go ahead, take your time, right? So they've taken all this time. They've done all these experiments, blown through all this money. Then finally, the big day comes. The presentation arrives, right? And these scientists walk in. They show all these graphs, this ice, slipperiness, tests. And then finally, in conclusion, sir, we have found a solution. The investors lean in. What is it?
Huh.
Sir, you have to wear socks on top of your shoes.
And then everybody is like,
Thapad mara.
and then they're telling them कि तुम लोग का LSD का बिल निकालो बे.
हाँ. Sir,
निकालो.
one more question. When we wear the socks over the shoes, do we have to wear the socks inside the shoes also, or will that lead
हाँ,
to?
अरे ठंडी लग
इधर
रहा है तो
इधर
आप अंदर भी पहनो.
इधर चुके तू फिसल के गिर फिसल के गिर तेरे लिए वही ठीक है. अच्छा एक मिनट बॉयज तुम लोग को मेरा आवाज बराबर नहीं इधर कंप्लेन कर रहे हैं लोग कमेंट्स में बोल रहे हैं वरुण
एकदम
योर
सही
माइक
आ रहा
योर
है.
माइक
आवाज आ रहा है.
Okay,
That
guys.
was-
So everybody
yeah,
commenting
sorry.
in the thing, I've checked it a million times. They have not said anything. Now also they are saying मस्त आ रहा है, लेकिन तुम लोग बोल रहे हो खराब आ रहा है. तो I don't know what to do.
I have an idea which is
You
to
have-
say on that note or rap कर.
You have to wear
Oh, Baba, that was
socks
the idea
on
since we
top of
started
mic.
this podcast. नहीं, चल. हाँ.
एक लगा ना सॉक मजा आएगा.
अच्छा, this
नहीं, मुझे
final
वो सब
I've
करने का
got
शौक नहीं है.
हाँ चल फाइनल वाला बोल दे. चल फाइनल वाला
I've
बोल
got a monkey fact.
दे. Of course.
अरे
Monkey fact पे end केश बोलो.
So there was this guy called Kellogg, okay, the psychologist in 1931. He decided, what if he got a chimp? Okay, he named it Gua into his home. He bought the chimp into his house, this baby chimp, and by chance he also had a baby, like खुद का भी बच्चा था उस time.
oh no.
So he decided to raise them both in the same way,
Oh no.
and to see whether the chimp will start behaving like a human being.
What happened?
Okay, so from the
अबे ये तो
beginning,
Planet of the Apes का story है.
so
नए
they were
वाला.
encouraged to play together. So the baby's name was Donald. It was his 10-month-old son, and Gua, the monkey. Okay, and they used to play games together. They used to do everything like साथ में वो लोग अपना अपना सब कुछ कर रहे हैं. Now he assumed that they were going to the monkey was going to start behaving like the baby, like a human being. After 1.5 years, he abandoned the experiment because the baby started behaving like the monkey.
What a flip on that story, dude.
I feel so bad for the mother who knew this all along and has tried to tell him ki bhai, I know how this is going to end. No, we need to do it empirically. You need to find how. 5 years later, he's like, हो गया, पता चल गया.
Our son is the only one जो बाकी सारे बच्चों की टिक निकाल रहा है स्कूल में और कहा जाता है This is not how you make friends, Donald.
That's hilarious.
Insane.
Superb.
तो अभी मेरे पास भी है, उसको अगले हफ्ते के लिए रखूं टॉपिक.
Yes, yes, yes.
क्योंकि अगले हफ्ते भी मैं उतना ही लेके आऊंगा जो मैं ये हफ्ते लेके आया.
Oh
Why?
wow, that's a grand
Thanks,
total of
Baba.
4 sentences.
अरे ब्रो देख, लास्ट वीक आई थिंक आई कवर्ड अप फॉर 3-4 एपिसोड, सो आई एम गुड.
What? No.
Last
क्या?
week you said, "Hey, मेरे को आजकल कॉल लेना पसंद नहीं है," and then we made it
एक
into a
मिनट,
topic.
Varun Thakur,
Guys, let me
that
tell you
is
the
really
truth
not what
of
I
what
said.
what
How it
happens.
happened.
I
उधर
said
अनुभव बैठ के लेके आ रहा है, बाबा को पूछा, बाबा तू क्या लेके आया, तो बाबा ने बोला आजकल मैं बहुत कॉल कर रहा हूँ, मेरे को
नहीं,
फ्लाई हो रहा है,
no,
और उन्होंने उसका टॉपिक
fuck
बना के
off.
फोन कर दिया. Guys,
What a fucking liar, dude.
why
That
are
is
the other two
really
laughing?
not what happened.
Why are the other two laughing?
They are laughing because they know that, oh, this is the time to fuck with Neville. But I'm
No.
just saying this one.
कोल्ड ओपन
it's
क्या
not
था
true.
लास्ट टाइम? यही था ना कि ए,
Yeah,
आजकल
yeah.
बहुत कॉल आ रहे हैं मुझे.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
cold open was one sec. We don't plan cold opens. They're live.
ये bullshit. ये
Yeah.
प्लान किया था, वो भी तूने
Yeah,
That
they're
one
all
was-
live.
That one was live.
लिटरली तूने बोला मेरे को आजकल बहुत कॉल हो रहे हैं, और हमने बोला
No,
चल
I
फोन पे
said
करते हैं
I
episode.
was working on a project for quote unquote particular brand. I read something about the evolution of phone calls and how we are having conversations today. And
That means you were on a con call with the brand and you were just telling us about your day. And we made it into an episode.
Yes.
इसलिए
It is-
60,000 views
If anything, I think Varun should get the credit के अच्छा उसने ये हीरा निकाला. अच्छा ये देख बाबा, this is the topic. I think you're trying to do this as a topic.
Not at all.
And then
Not the
Kautuk
case.
and I then went and we started doing research on your
Aadar,
topic.
don't even try.
Was. Okay.
Is
So what,
the truth.
how what deadline is do we have for the super chats?
अरे
After which one don't
it's
sign?
full
अभी
Nelson.
बंद हो गया. अभी
Yes,
बंद
Nelson.
करो.
Yeah.
Please
so
बंद करो. Please बंद करो.
we'll,
Thank you.
I think we have a hard out at what, 12?
Hard out.
ठाकुर, तेरा flight है ना?
supposed to be मेरा कल सुबह को फ्लाइट है.
Oh.
Hey,
But
Varun,
ठीक
where
है.
are you going?
Where am I going? Oh, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I'm going to either. Oh, by the way, yeah, where I'm going. Sorry.
क्या बोलते हैं मियां? तुम्हें
I'm
हैदराबाद
going to
जाते
London 28th to 26th of this month. Guys, please टिकट ले लो ना, प्लीज मेरी हेल्प
Great.
करो. देखो मेरे को ना
Great.
600 टिकट बेचने का है,
Oh.
ठीक है? प्लीज आई एम रिक्वेस्टिंग एवरीबडी हियर, इफ यू हैव पीपल यू नो इन लंदन दैट इज नॉट आदर, यू प्लीज टेल देम टू कम फॉर माय शो. आदर तू तो आएगा ही, बट बाकी सब पब्लिक प्लीज
मैं-
अपने ग्रुप में
Calling it
फैलाओ.
right now. Aadar is going to
बताओ.
be there opening for Thakur. So if you want to see
Yeah.
both of the boys.
या तो 50% टिस तो होगा ही उधर साथ में. तो प्लीज टिकट खरीदो. मैं लिंक डाल रहा हूँ. नमन प्लीज लिंक डाल दे टिकट का और पिन कर दे इधर. अगर आप लोग नहीं भी आ रहे हो तो प्लीज किसी और को बोल दो आने के लिए. स्पैम कर दो लोगों को, लेकिन प्लीज आओ. सो थिएटर में हो रहा है, प्रेस्टिजियस वेन्यू है. मेरे को उधर किल करना है तो अगले साल मैं एडिनबर्ग फ्रिंज जा सकूं. क्या लगता है तुम्हें गाइस? सो प्लीज हेल्प मी आउट.
Right now he's more fringe, less Edinburgh.
Yeah. क्या भावा को क्या हुआ? भावा just I think we pissed Baba off too much.
अरे
No,
no,
no.
man.
No, Baba just gone to research for next week. Oh, he's
Yeah.
back.
Okay, I'm
Oh,
back.
see, he's back. He's done his research.
He's खत्म.
I was saying that, what was I saying? I was saying something. Sorry. Guys, this Diwali, I will be doing that same thing that I do every year, which is I will be doing that stream for people who can't make it home, who aren't going home, etc. So, if you are interested in participating in that, I will be, and I've done it for 2 years. I will be doing it for 1 more year. As in, I'll be doing it this year. I don't know.
That's
if
it. It's the last year or what?
That's what I do. So I will be, it's nothing, it's a bunch of people from all over the world, usually, who try to come. It will be around 7:30, 8 p.m. India. It will be on the
What date?
It'll be on the 12th or the 13th. I'll figure that out. On my Instagram, I will float a Google form link. You can fill that up and I will send out the invite a day prior. So if you guys feel like coming, by all means come. Tell your friends. I've done it 2 years in a row. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty nice. About 100-150 people normally show up, and it's just for people who can't go home or are alone on Diwali. So
Hey, that's
which is
really sweet,
fun.
Baba.
So
No, genuinely, super
we'll
sweet.
do that, and we'll have fun. Okay, Anybody wants to promote anything else? Otherwise, we can start.
Oh yeah, one last thing. Sorry, I haven't promoted this on TIS, so should say it. Season 2 of Secondhand Stories is now wrapped. It's over. So you have 2 seasons worth of Secondhand Stories in case you haven't got any of them. And if you have missed season 2, then the whole season is out there. There's about 20 episodes, so you can check them out. And I think they are much like I think they're far lengthier than season 1. So you can they're perfect for like long drives and that kind of thing.
Okay,
और
so
किसी को कुछ
बस
okay, so let us read super chats. I just want to read that. Hey guys, you remember that Insta Mojo thing? On that, we have still received money again.
which
Alan,
Baba has not given us at all, huh? Baba
yeah,
has been
bro.
like,
I've not given since
I don't know how
October.
much ये हम लोग का अलग प्रोविडेंट फंड चल रहा है हम लोग का लाइफ का
उसको रहने दे जब भी 60 साल के हो जाएंगे ना अपन तभी एक टाइम पे
देखेंगे।
ऐसा बहुत पैसा आएगा
Bro,
इसी जगह
literally,
डेंचर्स खरीद लेना
literally, I've done one payout thus far. One.
Yeah.
After that, it has never happened.
उसको कहीं डालना ऐसे लेट्स मेक इट लाइक अ किटी चल देखते हैं कहीं एक बहुत ही एग्रेसिव इन्वेस्टमेंट स्ट्रेटजी में वो डालते हैं सारा पैसा
No, I don't know. Anyway, we'll check. Sorry. So, InstaMojo, InstaMojo has Alan Anton Andrew has sent some money and said classic miles plus GST. Hashtag
अरे
hashtag
मत पी भाई क्लासिक माइंड मत पी
guys मैं तो सिगरेट ही छोड़ दिया. Hashtag
वो तो बहुत अच्छा है बट
YMRASSIT. I don't know what that is.
okay dude I have recently started
What is
like,
Yamra Sit?
I don't know. I've started smoking, and it's the first time I'm feeling a little. Because I'm filming something, so I'm smoking. It's the
What?
first time I'm feeling because I have to smoke in frame, and it's I've for the first time in my life I feel like I'm missing. My mind is
Oh.
going, and it's weird. It's a very weird
Oh.
feeling, man.
you're smoking what weed what are you smoking
No, cigarettes.
cigarette
So it's like after it's done and everything,
he's
because I've done
addicted,
like
essentially.
5. Yeah, I've done like a full take with 5.
अभी
I've
तेरे को
smoked
चाहिए
5. It's weird. It's never happened to me before in my life.
नहीं
It's
भाई
called
तू
talak.
नकली वाली सिगरेट पी ना यू
अरे
गेट
नहीं मिलती है
यू
यहाँ पे
अरे
ये।
यू गेट स्मोकिंग सब्स्टिट्यूट यार यू गेट एम्स्टरडेम में मिलता है इट्स व्हेन यू डोंट वांट टू रोल योर जॉइंट विद टबैको लेकिन तू लंदन बाजू में ही तो है मिल जाएगा इट्स अ टबैको रिप्लेसमेंट पुट दैट इन एंड रोल इट लाइक हाउ दे डू रोलीज एंड स्मोक दैट या तो ग्रीन टी बना के कर पब्लिक वो भी
Bro,
करता है
all I'm saying, Aadar, is please don't do this. Don't get into it. I'm telling you.
अबे वो एक्टिंग कर रहा है लेकिन
हाँ वो सीन में होता है इट्स लाइक मैं घर पे अभी बैठा हूँ मेरे दिमाग में ऐसे थोड़ा चलता है बट आई
चाहिए
अंडरस्टैंड
तलब
भाई।
लग रही है
हैपेंस टू अ स्मोकर या
Aadar, are you wearing a bathrobe?
या
नहीं नहीं I'm wearing a
I was
नहीं, I'm
meaning to
wearing
ask.
this fleece thing. It's really cold यार. Suddenly the weather has changed. And मैं
Oh,
हीटर ऑन करूंगा तो वो
shit.
पंखे का आवाज आते
Funny
रहेगा.
how that happened in London, bro. In
Yeah.
November.
In November.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's got really cold.
All right.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Let
Is it
us
okay, Aadar?
अच्छा,
let
चल,
us
चल,
do
super
this,
chat.
guys. Super chat
ए,
भेजना बंद करो. Thank you
मेरे
so
को
much.
हाँ सुपर चैट भेजना बंद करो मेरे को ग्रीन टी लाना चल
मेरे को चलो let's go. Sampriti Basak has sent DKK sorry. Thanks for the अरे यार ये वरुण हमेशा सुपर चैट के टाइम पे फक ऑफ हो जाता है. Very
आ
good.
गया अभी
Welcome.
अरे कुछ
Sampriti
गिर गया
Basak says, thanks for these amazing podcasts. Love listening to you guys while working. Greetings from Copenhagen. Come visit us here someday.
जब भी मैं आया था तभी तो मेरे शो पे नहीं आए
Correct.
ऐसा क्यों कर रहे
We are live. Please, Kes Gyatso says, shout out to TY.
To you?
क्या
Shout
हाँ
out.
Shout
to you
out.
होगा ना
Shout
हाँ,
out
to
to
you होगा.
TY. Shout out to TY नहीं होगा ना.
Oh,
Sorry.
must be a friend or something. Maybe.
Shout out to
maybe.
Hey.
Tyler.
Sorry, couldn't
Tyler
catch
Durden.
any of you guys live in
वो तो
India.
नहीं है
Kautuk enjoying SHS bell bottom.
Hey.
Well bottom.
Yes, Gyatso. Lovely.
Alan Anton Andrew says 500 live so far. Baba can use this marker for edits. Very sweet. Mir Joshi says, I listen to you guys at work. People keep thinking I'm laughing randomly बीच में. अब इन फ्रेंच लोगों को कैसे समझाऊं कि वरुण just acted out Akshay. Very true. Very true.
That is a very complicated thing to explain. That's true.
Daksh
Yeah.
Jotwani But you can ask Aadar while he's taking a shit on the pot and looking at the Eiffel Tower to try and explain it. Daksh Jotwani says, my brother recommended your podcast to me almost half a year ago. तब से देख डाला है. Love from New York.
ये देख, मेरे
तब
को
से
ऐसे
सब
लोग
देख
बहुत
डाला.
पसंद है. ऐसे लोग बहुत
Love
पसंद है
from
जो बाद
New
में
York.
लेट भी इंट्रोड्यूस हुए लेकिन फिर भी जाके देख रहे हैं. ऐसे ही प्लीज अपने दोस्तों को कराओ, फैमिली को कराओ.
Guys,
तुम लोगों को कुछ करना नहीं है, सिर्फ ऐसे
wait for
एक फेवरेट एपिसोड का लिंक
Varun,
लेकर डाल
wait
दो ना,
for the
ऐसे
next
ब्रॉडकास्ट कर
line.
दो.
Wait for
ब्रॉडकास्ट
the
कर दो.
next line.
ने
Wait
कुछ
for the
गाली
next
दिया
line.
उसे.
Love from New York. कभी गूगल न्यूयॉर्क ऑफिस टूर करने का इंटरेस्ट हो तो लेट मी नो.
सवाल अगले साल आ रहा हूँ.
I like
कौन है ये?
Google New York
कौन
office.
है?
We'll
Daksh
just do it on
Jotwani.
every floor. We'll do
Daksh
one
Jotwani.
मतलब तू उधर काम करता है कि आसपास रहता है और तू मेरे को घुमाएगा अंदर? क्या है सीन तेरा दक्ष? सच बता पहले.
Tiago आसपास. Oopsie Daisies says, finally catching this live. Hashtag Bawasim.
क्या बात
Praful Arora says, are sofa days coming back?
Yes, you heard it here. They are.
Yes.
Okay. Just like merch, test tour, and many other successful
No.
endeavors.
All of it is coming, and we will make an announcement also. Now, this is 194 episodes, so you know what significant is coming soon. And after that,
What,
it's going to
195?
Yeah.
Joy Majumdar says, Kautuk should watch cricket in PlayStation. Correct. Chandrika Rao says, great to see you all. Guys, please, bhejna band karo, please. Chandrika Rao says, great to see you all live. And will you do in-person tests for the 200th episode? Aadar, I had got a ticket for Ajuba shows, but it got cancelled. Want to see you live soon.
Yeah. We'll set it up very, very soon.
Shruti,
shooting
holy
over
One second.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Chandrika asked, will you do the 200th episode in person? Interesting. That's a good.
Yeah.
That's a very nice
No,
thought.
we are not going to do it in person.
Of course not.
Can neither confirm nor deny.
It's not that we've been planning this for the last
I don't
1
even.
month.
Where are we doing it? Okay, let's go.
Wherever we are not doing it, you don't come. But we let, in case we wherever we don't do it, we'll tell you guys where the links are not up, so you don't have to book your tickets and come if you don't live in Mumbai
Yeah.
and you don't want to come for the show. That is not happening.
And we won't be
You're
performing
talking
it.
to buy to the
Wait,
link that
we
we are
doing
not
it or
giving.
not?
you.
Because I booked my ticket already. You're fucking confusing me now.
I don't know if did
मैं
you book
मुफ्त
your
का
ticket?
टिकट लेके गया.
हाँ ठीक है ना, चलेगा.
अच्छा,
तो वैसे
वैसे
भी
भी-
तेरी मम्मी मिस कर रही है तेरे को. तू सिर्फ शो के
अरे
लिए
मेरी
आता
माँ
है.
यहाँ पे आ
तेरी-
रही है.
But thing is, Varun Thakur is not going to be here. It's in the second half of December.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm
वरुण
not
का
there in the
नहीं, वो
fourth half of third half of this.
दो पेटी महीना.
Third half of December.
दो पेटी महीना has been my thing now. It's like
अबे
ये
दो पेटी was 2 years back, bro. अभी आजकल 4 पेटी और ये साल तो
पेटी महीना.
10 पेटी महीना होने वाला है. Yeah.
Oh my.
I'm still not understanding what is 10 peti mahina. You're spending 10 peti on this last day.
in the month. It's that full month of party.
अच्छा, okay. तू लंदन से वापस आके जो भी लंदन में बनाया वो उड़ाएगा.
मैं क्यों करूंगा वो? मैं तो बस खाली शो के लिए आ रहा था.
क्या बोल रहा हूँ यार. श्रुति said 50.
देख, मैं लंदन में उतना पैसा बनाऊंगा अगर ये जो अपने लोग जो देख रहे हैं उन लोग आएंगे मुझे देखने, वरना मुझे
Tickets
देने
are
पड़ेंगे
for
पैसे.
700 pounds each. Please.
16, 13, 12, 15 हार्डली एक बर्गर से कम पैसे में मेरा कॉमेडी दिन मिले. आ जाओ मस्त.
Shruti has sent $50, which is wow, and said,
Wow, thank
cannot
you.
tell you how much I adore you all and this podcast and second-hand stories.
Thank you, Shruti.
Thank you so much. And I make my husband listen to all your funny anecdotes and second-hand stories together as well.
Damn.
You connected
क्या
to
बात है.
me. Well done.
If you
See, I
add
like such people.
photo to this, I mean, that's it. Like there's no more attention we can take from you.
Nerdy Girl 24 has said, boys, 4:30 बजे ऑफिस के लिए उठना है, सो सुबह मिलते हैं. PS, साइड नोट, मॉर्निंग शिफ्ट वालों के लिए कभी 8 बजे लाइव आके देखो भाई. Congrats to is on third Dhaka win. Tis Army forever.
Oh yes. Thank you
yeah,
for
in
that.
person अभी थैंक यू बोलना है. मैं ग्रुप पे इस पे तो डाला था कम्युनिटी पे, बट या थैंक यू गाइस फॉर ऑल योर वोट्स. 3 years running we have won. ढाका पे ढाका डाल दिया है हम लोग ने. So
For those
thank
of you, for those of you who don't know what it is, it's the Dead and Comedy Awards, and we won the best podcast for the 3rd year It's a hat trick. That's crazy. And it's literally all because you guys have
Something
gone and put your
Shami
votes
has
in.
not done in the World Cup, but we have.
Yeah.
Ayushi has said, "Bhai log, koi bhi topic ho, y'all make it so much fun." Thank you.
Thank
Shahida,
you.
Shahida Akhtar says, "This love forever. It has become a part of my life now. Also, lots of love to my boyfriend Anu or best friend Anu, one of the two. So, BF
It can
Anu,
be boyfriend Anu who's also a best friend.
yes,
Yeah.
also could be that. So, lots of love to my BF Anu. There you go. Okay. Cat says, "Hi, Tis. This is my first super chat after I got my salary. Thank you all. Thank you to all four of you for making your podcast so amazing that it can be watched on repeat. Well done."
Thank you. Please watch
Thank
on
you,
repeat.
Cat.
Thank you.
Meow.
Riya
Extra
Malhotra,
bitches.
Riya Malhotra has said super chatting again to make Baba blush and shower him with the compliments he deserves. Wow.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
may
the one
Baba
shower
blush.
Baba will take.
Sorry, Baba will? मैं सुना नहीं क्या?
That's the only shower Baba will take.
Nice.
I thought she said super chatting again to make sure Baba to make
It's a
Baba blush
shower.
and shower. Full stop.
Correct. Funny. Always had a thing for curly head men. Is the blushy emoji. Also release merch. वो merch आएगा.
Very much.
Nayona Datta says, please talk about Matthew Perry. I'm heartbroken. Okay, so I think
Yeah, cannot talk about Matthew Perry. It's probably the saddest I felt, and the worst part was the way I found out is I opened my eyes, and you know their default reaction of hey, let me see how many messages. Then hey, Instagram पे कौन नाच रहा है? तो जैसे Instagram खोला, first thing, boom, Matthew Perry
Damn.
passed away. Oh, dude. And then, you know, like because like for so many of us, we've grown up watching him, bro. He was half our personality. Like, my favorite character on Friends was
Yeah,
Chandler.
I think
For most people. Also, once the person passes, you like a lot of the people who knew said person will come out with anecdotes and stories from the time that they knew him. And some really heartbreaking ones have come out, yeah. And to know I think it was a week before this that he had put a picture in the pool only.
Yeah.
So really, really sad. Really sad.
I'm glad they did the Friends reunion when they did it. I genuinely am.
Thank fuck
At least
they did
we
it,
have that.
bro.
God.
Yeah.
Okay. Paritosh D said, since New Year's episode will come again soon, Varun, please tell your rickshaw story for the first time on this podcast. It's my favorite Thakur story.
How many times, bro? Guys, it's true story. In fact, one day I will show you a picture that my friends took and put on Facebook, on which there were hundreds of likes. And back then, hundreds was a big thing.
Yeah.
Hundreds of likes on that. You can just see my feet out of the rickshaw and my friends who just left me. इसको मैं stand up में भी करूंगा तो please मेरा show देखने आना.
Okay. Soham Joshi says, first time catching you guys live. Paishe Dhalech Paije. Happy Diwali. There you go.
Thank you. Happy Diwali to you too.
Thank you, Soham.
Mayank Verma says, अभी कोड खत्म करने का है, बाकी कल देखेगा. I love you peoples. Okay, khatam karo.
Best of
Love
luck
you
with
too.
cold.
No, Riya Malhotra trying to make me blush has said, Baba, marry me with 2 rings. Please do a books part 2 for episode 198. Need more recommendations from the resident hottie Baba and Kautuk. Jokes aside, मुझसे शादी करोगे in Kikshay voice. Who's Kikshay?
अरे अक्षय यार,
some influencer.
मुझसे शादी
अक्षय।
करोगे
मुझसे शादी करोगे.
That one. There you go. Okay. HM sends 1, 2, 3, 4 hearts. Thank you.
One for each.
Nisarga BV says, my birthday is in 3 days and you guys do a live today? Yeah, I'm beyond happy. Love you guys so much. Happy Diwali to everyone. Hopefully a Tiger 3 post-mortem video.
Oh,
What are you guys
God.
expecting
टाइगर तो
from it?
दिवाली पे आएगा तो उसके साथ उसका रिव्यू भी आएगा. And happy Makar Sankranti to you, Nisarg.
Thank
Yes.
you. In 3 days, may you have a great Onam.
Tiger 3 will do full review after watching movie for sure.
Alan Andrew has said, yaar, what is this YMRASSIT? Because over here also Alan Andrew has said, Po Yamra sit with 1 plant, 1 beetle and 1 I think Caterpillar. So I
Has
don't.
anyone written about this in the chat?
I have no
ओ
idea.
ये मेरे ऐसे वो मेरे को लगता है अपने फोन पे बैठ गया उसने एक पहले भेजा था सुपर चैट और फिर वो फोन his butt super chatted us.
Yeah, because I'm not understanding what this Yamra set is. I'm not.
Can't even find it on Google. Anyway,
Okay. Shraddha says, are you all following any collective skincare routine? Together, same routine? No. Four of you are
all of
looking
us.
today.
I am using everything my wife has. Just blanket. मैं उसका ऐसे खोलता हूँ और उधर जो भी स्किन केयर है ना सब थोपते रहता अपने मुंह पे.
तू फुट क्रीम भी
कभी
मुंह
मैं
पे डालता है?
पैशन फ्रूट की स्मेल आ रही है मेरे में से, कभी मैं सब फुट क्रीम, हैंड क्रीम, फेस क्रीम.
फुट क्रीम भी
कपड़े
मुंह
पे
पे
लगा
डालता
रहा
है?
है फुट क्रीम.
फुट क्रीम खा रहा हूँ
अच्छा, okay.
ब्रेड पे डाल के.
That's what you have to do. Correct.
हाँ.
Okay. Also, Neville, you were talking about your morning chai in the last episode. What is your perfect chai recipe? Please share. For me, I mean, I've just grown up with that Parsi chai kind of feeling. So all I do is sugar with water, lemongrass, mint. I let it lots of and then after that I put tea, very little milk and then pour. So that's literally the recipe that I use. I don't put ginger. I don't put anything. Morning
How
chai.
do you do it? How do you do it? Good.
Thakur
Like-
makes a very mean lemongrass wala chai.
Yeah.
हाँ अरे तो मैं अभी
Kautuk.
आजकल लेकिन मेन कॉफी पे हो गया हूँ. मस्त पी गया अभी. हाँ कौतुक घर पे कॉफी पिलाता हूँ
Yeah,
मस्त.
Yeah.
मशीन ठीक किया तूने?
मशीन ठीक किया और ऐसे 18 अलग टाइप की कॉफी आले मेरे पास अभी. ग्वाटेमालन, कोलंबियन, क्यूबन,
तू कल फ्री है क्या
ब्राजीलियन,
ठाकुर?
केनियन.
नहीं तू
कॉफी
कल
पीने आने
जा रहा है ना?
अरे
कल जा रहा हूँ हैदराबाद.
फोन पे
shit.
करो.
Okay.
We have 4 groups where this can be discussed on WhatsApp.
ब्लैंकेट यूट्यूब पे. अरे कल क्या कर रहे हैं? कल फ्री है क्या? हर पब्लिक बैठ के देख रहे हैं 1300 लोग. अच्छा क्या है लोग कल का क्या प्लान है?
Pritika Kishore finally managed to kiss a.
What?
क्या?
बाबा?
क्या?
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 क्या बोला? क्या
एक मिनट ये क्या
Freudian
चल रहा है?
Freudian-
फाइनली मैनेज टू
Freudian
किस.
Finally managed to catch a TIS live session. I did Kiss Dive live session, but okay.
फाइनली
managed
मैनेज
to
to
catch
kiss
it.
Live
Catch
session.
a TIS live session. Much love to you all from New Zealand. There you go.
Wow.
Dipesh
क्या
Vaya
बात है?
says.
सेमीफाइनल में हराएंगे तुमको.
Dipesh Vaya says. Hey, gya paise nacho venchot is what he has.
Oh,
Wow.
No. It's not too much money. Abbas Manasawala has said. So Abbas Manaswala has said, thanks a lot for the response, Baba. I am the guy who met you at Mehboob Studios. You were super kind to hear my entire story. Gem of a person. Yes, Abbas, you are gem of a person only. But you shouldn't say that about yourself.
Abbas, you're lying. He's lying. उसके कान में एयरपोर्ट था. उसने कुछ भी नहीं सुना. He
No,
actually told us this story कि कोई आके बात कर रहा था. मैंने ऐसे हेड नोट किया. लेकिन मैं वो गाना सुन रहा था.
He
वो भी जगजीत
sent an
सिंह का.
email which
बाबा
said,
डेथ मेटल सुन रहा था उधर.
जो
और मैं headbanging कर रहा हूँ.
सरे
उसको
ला
रहा रहे हो. और वो ऐसे दर्द भरी कहानी सुना रहे अपना और उसको लग रहा है कि बाबा वेरी पेशेंटली लिसनिंग.
क्या तो कंकशन दिला रहे हो. Okay.
Michael Scoot says, please do an episode on Bollywood celebrity stories you all know. It would be very interesting and if needed, don't take names. Bro,
अरे ये कितने साल से कर
Dude,
दिया
if
guys,
I
हमने
say
सब
the
बोल दिया
story,
हमने.
yeah, if
yes,
I
if I
say
say the story, you
know
know the person. This you
Yeah.
come for a live show and we can do where you're not taping.
Yeah,
There I
which might or not be 200th episode.
which
Yeah.
may not be anything. Manu Jain says probably spent more hours seeing your videos than my course classes. So much love and lots of power to you guys. Never change. This OP needs sex की merch. Yes.
You guys are OP. Merch भी आएगा. माँ कसम. मैं बोला ना.
Avara,
All y'all can do is y'all can keep messaging these three fuckers that hey guys, why aren't y'all doing it? Because Varun's already ready. Only these three fuckers are left. So if y'all want this merch, y'all want some merch with their ideas, you please tell them to give me, and it'll happen. It's that simple. This also I could have told them on the phone, but आजकल हम लोग सब live stream पे ही बोलते हैं
Public
ना.
Live
shaming.
stream, live
Public shaming.
सीधा.
has to happen.
था इसलिए इधर ही.
Avara Grapher says, Tis boys, happy Diwali in advance. I hope to see you
Diwali.
live someday. I am
क्या बात है. Happy Holi to you too.
I am a videographer and hope to work with you guys someday. Okay. Anuj
Come
Saini
on.
says, any
Please send,
plans?
After the
please send
200th
DM
episode.
on 442 Instagram. We might actually get in touch.
No, please DM on TIS Instagram also.
Yeah,
this
this is
person. If you're a photographer, videographer, editor, ये वो सब करो क्योंकि कुछ तो प्लानिंग चल रहा है तो एटलीस्ट तुम्हारे सबके कांटेक्ट हमारे पास
because
रहेंगे.
we want to make reels as well, so photographer, videographer and choreographer.
एक
we will
Excel,
dance.
guys, make this simpler. Just float an Excel sheet on Google and let people put their names in.
we also want to make maps. If you're a
See,
cartographer,
you know what all you said right now, Baba, that actually takes effort.
It doesn't.
What is easy is telling them to just DM you, and then they DM you, and it's in your
But
DM. And you
then
see
nobody goes to. So I'm saying if that's needed, I'll just create it like we created that list of thing for people to send emails to, right?
also,
Anuj
by the way,
Sani
we are
says-
going through. Thanks for the insane responses. Please do not send any more. But there's 100 and something responses for the position of researcher. We're just going through it. It's going to take a little bit of time, but we're going to get back to you. Okay. Yeah.
Anuj Saini says, any plans for Diwali weekend? Who likes fireworks? Not
Please
so
don't
much-
burst fireworks
Yeah,
अभी
don't
यार इतना pollution चल रहा है बाहर जल्दी chill करो दिया
Oh,
लगाओ
you
मस्त पे की लाइट लगाओ
Yeah.
LED वाला.
Diwali weekend
Delhi.
plans for everybody who doesn't have them. I will on my Instagram in about a couple of days. I will put a Google Forms link. You can send me your email address and we will do something together on Zoom, which is what I've done. So for those who don't have Diwali plans, please by all means come. I know it can get lonely during festivals, so we'll just all hang out for an hour or two. Dhwani Patel says, in the middle of a lecture right now, so don't know the topic. Just wanted to send lots of love from America. Okay, bye.
Do you not
We'll
know the
watch
topic
later.
of your lecture or the podcast? Or both? क्योंकि वो जाके बैठे सडनली टेस्ट चालू होगा तो नीचे देख रही तो पता नहीं लेक्चर का टॉपिक क्या है फिर ऊपर देखा मालूम नहीं टेस्ट का टॉपिक क्या है और इधर आके एलिफेंट एलएसडी सुनना पड़ा है उसको बट थैंक यू ध्वनि.
Okay. Amit Mittal says, just paise.
It's not paise, it's paise. Sure.
No, she's written paise.
I know. I'm
Sorry,
just
he's
correcting
written
Amit Mittal.
Okay, sorry. Ikshit Tolani says, Maxi Killer देखा तुम लोग ने
नहीं देखा ना हम लोग ने
Maxi
क्योंकि हम
Killer
ये
क्या है?
करना है ना तुम्हारे लिए.
Maxi Killer is what?
Maxwell bro.
Maxwell.
Oh, Maxi Killer. Oh.
अभी जैसे पॉडकास्ट खत्म होगा बैठ के हाईलाइट देखेंगे लेकिन किल किया 200 रन मार दिया मतलब क्या हो रहा है यार.
To win from that point is just outstanding.
Desi data analyst.
And to know this guy fell off a golf cart 2 days ago.
Wow.
Desi data analyst says, thank you for keeping me sane all these years. TS
Oh,
says,
thank you.
sending best wishes from Los Angeles. From
अरे
T.
क्या बात है. Thank you. Thank you दोस्तों.
The Peru 101 says, happy एक पेटी महीना boys and happy
Guys,
Onam.
ये एक पेटी 5 साल पहले था guys.
एक पेटी महीना boys and happy Onam birthdays etc. Just so you know, just end of your things. Europe tour please. Okay.
Happy Nag Panchami.
Steel Auto says, please wish my brother Arnab a happy 29th birthday.
Arey,
Happy 29th birthday Sumit.
Arnab 29 का है?
happy 14th birthday, Arnab.
Happy.
सरनेम तो बताओ क्योंकि अर्नब एक ही आदमी है. इतना अच्छा इंसान हो सकता है ये.
उसका यूजर
जिसका
हैंडल
birthday.
स्टील ऑल्टो है तो यू थिंक इज अर्नब ऑल्टो.
Steve Alto is very funny.
Okay. Bhavin Soni says, Baba, 2022, I started my therapy, been struggling with bad OCD and a bad year overall. Relate to you in general because I know you have been dealing with anxiety disorders. Thanks for just being there, guys. Bhavin, but keep it up. I think therapy will help. It does eventually have its perks. So, and it's tough and all
Takes
of that, but takes time. But good luck and really, really, like good luck on the journey. And yeah. Shubhangi Mantri says best wishes with a heart. Thank you so much. Praful Arora says, Ye Majdhar. Yes.
Ah.
Pradnya Vaidya says, Tish shots make life bearable.
Oh, thank you.
Guys.
Thank you.
Nehal Kulkarni says, Nehal Kulkarni.
Yes.
Nehal Kulkarni says, all heart from Monica and I. We love Tish. Abhi NYC आ जाओ.
आ रहे हैं अगले साल. सब घर भेजो हमको. घर में रहने का है सबकी. पार्टी करना है और खाना है. हो गया? Okay. All right. On that note, that's the end of this episode of the Internet Set. So we were talking about spite houses and some insane, crazy experiments, and also watching Maxwell completely demolish and play one of the most insane innings that we didn't get to watch because we were doing this episode. But thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Please लाइक करो, बेल आइकॉन दबाओ, फॉलो करो, सब्सक्राइब करो, खुद सुनो, दोस्तों को सुनाओ. एंड या विल बी बैक अगेन नेक्स्ट वीक. नेक्स्ट वीक इज गोइंग टू बी क्लोजर टू इंडिया सेमीफाइनल, तो थोड़ा क्रिकेट भी हो जाए. तो आओ सब पब्लिक आओ. वी आर गोइंग टू ट्राई एंड गेट सम गेस्ट आल्सो नेक्स्ट वीक. सो ट्यून इन फॉर दैट. एंड या थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वॉचिंग
निहाल
एंड गुड
कुलकर्णी
नाइट.
has
बाय
said,
बाय,
आ
टेक
जाओ
केयर.
यहाँ शंकर ही लेकर जाता हूँ. सॉरी, वन सुपर चैट had come.
थैंक यू.
सुपर
अच्छा खासा
मैं
एडिंग हो रहा
न्यूयॉर्क
था.
आके शंकर ही आऊंगा तेरे साथ. थैंक यू. पक्का. चल, ऑन दैट नोट, गुड नाइट, बाय बाय, टेक केयर, सलाम इश्क, शब्बा खैर. सो जाओ, जागे मत रहो. एंड थैंक यू फॉर ऑल द सुपर चैट्स. एंड बाकी तत्काल चैट्स, थैंक यू.
तत्काल चैट
साइड में चलते.
मस्त. हाँ.
चलो, बंद करो, बंद करो.